the session before last one, the players here had, or I guess the characters, had indeed beaten, well, survived, I shall say, a kraken out in the crystal blue waves. Now, once they did this, they had gained entrance towards the fire giant side of the city of Thalamir, Tarnectus. I don't remember. All good. So once they had gained entrance to this side of the city, they had hoped to go inside of the cave that was there in search of far more onyx than what they currently had. Upon entering, they had found a minecart that they had fixed up indeed, and was now in operation to help them towards the cave, inside of the cave as deep as possible, in an effort to find as much onyx as they could get their hands on. This is the Ruby campaign, isn't it?
It is, indeed.
Ruby! To get their hands on as much ruby as humanly possible. And they had picked up a bunch of things as well. I can look at the stats here for a second to see exactly how much you all had gained.
Looting notes should be generally up to date.
Yeah, but for the outside of the cave, I don't remember exactly how much. I knew that one of you had looked around and one person had picked a few scraps out of a garbage pile. But then, once you all had headed inside of the cave, you found a ton and a ton of different ways to go, which all seemed to bear some kind of a challenge innately offered to you by the very formation of the rock itself. By that I mean there was a tight entrance through one of the directions that you could go that was so small that it was a challenge to even manage to get through at all. However, one of you did. Upon doing so, you found a rather large deposit of ruby, which you all had gathered, thanks to the pickaxe that had all been doled out to you by the person that let you into the mine in the first place, gathering roughly 110 gold pieces worth of onyx, ruby there, excuse me. At the entrance, you had also convinced a large Crixtine bug to come with you on your adventure. There was another path which was blocked by a lot of fire, um, which posed enough of a challenge for the party to consider it either not worth it, or they simply did not have a good way of dealing with it. There was another path where the cave entrance itself was caved in and completely blocking the path of going past it. All you could barely see past the actual caved-in front entrance. However, there was a functioning tunnel behind that path. However, this path was also left behind. Upon further walking into the mine, the party had found a ghost of another fire giant that was there in the mine, who goes by the name of Drathmur. Now, Drathmur, unfortunately, had stumbled and fallen atop a few spikes of obsidian, which had torn through his arteries in his neck, and unfortunately spelled the end for him. However, he did let the party know about a certain draconic warrior, a dragonborn specifically, that had made their way past where he was currently, roughly a day or so ago, and had moved on past into the mines deeper in front of you. After helping out Drafmur a little bit by giving him the proper respect of a ritual that a lot of fire giants use to display themselves with some kind of dignity and depth, you had put him in this position. And upon doing so, he had allowed you to take a bag of ruby that was next to him, or that he had already gathered. You were allowed to take that said bag. However, he did ask to leave the other gemstones for him and his family, which you all did. Upon moving further into the mine, he'd also let you know that there was a potential infestation of very large Quixine bugs up ahead, since he had heard some kittering and some kind of movement from that area. Upon moving into this area, there were you all were ambushed by two medium to large sized Quixine bugs and one rather large one. When this happened, of course, you all fought them to the best of your abilities, trying to move towards their front, since that was the only area that was the least armored on their bodies. Eventually, you did, of course, manage to take care of this immediate threat, and you had found that your own little Crixtine bug was trying to go back into the lava that these larger bugs had sprung up out of. Upon doing so for a little while, and with no real way to get the presumed ruby that was under there out of the lava without, doing something crazy, you all had decided to let the bug go free to try and do what it's gonna do. Upon doing this, it went in there, dove in, and after hearing some grinding of rock upon itself, the bug once again popped out of the lava with presumably a full stomach, as it had eaten the potential ruby that was sitting underneath the lava. Uh, with that being said, right after the bug came out of the lava is when we ended the session. So now currently you stand within this room, which is completely filled to the gills with lava, with one entrance to your right at the below here. You came from the top left, and you can see that there is indeed a sort of an exit to this room at the bottom right. What would you all like to do?
Is the bug still hanging around with us, or is like now doing something else?
You see, he's like kind of vibing now. He's much more
Okay.
calm and trying to digest his meal a little bit.
Um, I kind of try to basically lay my hand down for the bug to climb up on my hand to see if it does follow me still.
He does.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go head down, like towards those where the opening is. The bridge looks like.
Yes. All right. After you follow this new bridge for a little while that you see there, the entire area once again constricts back into a much smaller little hallway to go down. Eventually, you find two more exits to go, or three more exits to go. Excuse me. Two of which, or one of which has lava, presumably lava at the end of it, because you can see sort of a dull glow coming from that area. A second one, which has a little bit of a bend, so you can't really see, and the third one keeps on going for a little while. And once you get into this smaller new area where you see three more branching paths, you can see that to your right there is sort of a carved out hole in the middle of the ground. It doesn't seem to be man-made or anything. It is seemingly a natural hole that just goes down.
And can we see kind of like in the ground or anything, any signs of like we're looking for a dragonborn, kind of the footprints, anything of that nature?
Sure, you can do an investigation to try and find any tracks
All right. And could any of my allies will be able to like kind of help look with me, or even Pip?
if
Yeah,
they'd like.
I would like to give guidance.
Lovely.
And I can give the help
Okay.
action.
Perfect. Let's do that. That is so far 19 plus the guidance gets up to 21.
All right. So there's an area to the left, area to the front, and then the area to the right, or the three doorways are generally in that direction. The one to the right seemingly has had somebody pass through in semi-recent times.
Yeah, I think we just like continue on that path in that case, right? On the other two paths, like anything notable about them that you can see?
Not from here.
Okay. I think we'll just continue on that path in that case. What do you think, folks?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yeah, looks.
All right. As you continue going down this path, eventually you find yourselves in again, a bit larger of a room. This is kind of like, it almost looks like a bomb went off in the room, not because there's actual, like, shrapnel of any kind, but just because of the way that the rock has grown over time. And as you walk into this room, you hear all of a sudden from your left, "Ha!" as a giant's blade is swung down into the middle of you all, and there is a dragonborn, heavily armored, who has just swung his weapon down at you. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you all, he had missed. However, he is angry and is about to continue his rampage.
I raise both my hands. I wish. Are you Stormbreaker?
He goes like, well, I see my name precedes me. Who are you, though?
Well, you don't know us, and frankly speaking, I don't think we know you all that well. We were just passing by, traversing through this mines, looking for, I guess, riches, if anything. But we ran into a fire giant that has passed and had seen you in the past, and we're just we mean you no harm. We're just here, I guess, doing the same thing you are.
Before we start talking, allow me for a moment. And he starts to. You would recognize magic in general, but you don't know this specific spell. As a small little field starts to go up around you, seemingly with a bit of a golden glow to it. And it goes, well, there you go. Now neither of us can lie to each other. You said you're here for the same thing I am. That being?
So, if I understand the thing correctly, this would be a zone of truth
Yes.
out of game. So I do get a save to actually try to resist it if I want to, right?
Oh, is that right? Oh,
Yeah.
well, he goes,
So,
Yeah, that's
please,
correct.
try not to resist. And then he does the spell.
yeah, I
So
will intentionally
don't
fail.
know. Okay. There you go.
Because
You can
I
all
would basically,
try to.
I think you would get basically like a mental pressure on your mind that kind of forces you to tell, like completely tell the truth. But I would choose to fail it in this case.
Right. Before that happens, you'll just say, everybody, I would like to cast a spell that will make us all tell the truth. If you all wouldn't mind. And then he does the spell. Is there anybody who would like to resist? All right. And then he asks the question again. If you're here to do the same thing that I am, what would that be?
Well, a little bit of, I think what we want to tell you first, again, I'm not sure if we're here to do the same exact thing, but we were compelled in this journey by a voice, and we're looking for resources to fight an evil that is probably beyond us. And I don't know if you're here to do the same thing, but we're looking for Ruby and other resources to be able to, I guess, fight off an ancient evil.
Well, some of this is starting to sound a little bit familiar. When you say you were compelled, it wouldn't be in the dead of night, would it?
Yeah, it was. I think all four of us heard similar voices and we found each other in our journey, and we were in close proximity, luckily, except for one of our newer friend here. But we all, I think, heard similar voices with slightly different, kind of unique to us lines sprinkled in. But in general, we heard a call to action against an evil that none of us know or comprehend yet, but we have seen signs that lead us to believe that is the case, that we need to do something about it.
Goes, allies then! And then he waves his hand, and the spell disappears. Now that you have a moment of not death, potentially, the person you see in front of you is roughly standing at 6'2" ish. This is a black scaled dragonborn whom has a few scars upon his face. This is definitely a fighter who's seen the daylight of combat. And the armor that he is wearing is actually relatively like tame for a seasoned warrior. He's just wearing some typical heavy plate armor. This one, actually, no, he'd be wearing lighter armor. He's wearing some lighter armor. This one, which you can see is some chainmail, which is atop some regular breathable leather armor that he is wearing. And he tells you all. So it appears we're both fighting Vasiliaris then, yes?
I don't. Well, I don't think that is the exact same person we are fighting. I'm gonna just out of game. Is that same person we're fighting?
It is. That's the other
Oh,
name
okay,
for
cool, cool,
Dractyl.
cool.
Oh, I thought it was
Gotcha, gotcha.
cocktail or something.
Yeah.
It is. It's a
Well,
different name for him.
yeah. Well, the name we initially heard was Dractail, the Twisted One. I guess that's just another alias for him. If that is the case, we're talking about the same person,
Ooh,
I believe.
indeed it is. Uh, I assume that's up to marketability, I suppose. Vasiliaris doesn't sound quite nearly as scary as Dractail, the Twisted One. But
Um,
yes, he is the same person.
do you know any more than that? Like we were just in a voice we heard we had to collect find Ruby and Dractyl the Twisted One was doing something. That's all we have uh, gleamed so far. Did the voice tell you anymore?
Well, I've been fighting his, shall I say, goons for a little while now. When the Uncrowned King had first contacted me, I was just trying to protect my city as best as I could. Our city had been being attacked by some, well, of these folk. They've been giving the Draconic warriors a bit of a bad name, I shall say. But yes, I've been fighting them for quite some time. And I've seen his forces do terrible things, really.
Um,
I,
did we actually, so did we take a note of kind of like the symbols of or the letters that we took the letters from that like cave, right?
yes,
Wait, that's
there was.
wait, is that a different campaign? Hold on, that's a different campaign. Never mind. I am
Oh wait,
confusing
yeah,
it.
it is. Jesus.
Never mind. I'm gonna ask, where you mentioned Uncrowned King. Who is the Uncrowned King and which city are you from?
Made a
Sorry,
hand
we're
was
not
the
from
ones
around
who.
here.
Yeah, a session that you were gone. Made a hand had told you all that he knew a little about. He recognized the magical pattern of the person that contacted you all, and he had told you that the name of the person that had contacted you all was the Uncrowned King.
Got it. Okay. And what is the city that you are from?
Oh, the city that I was born in is Dromas, a beautiful. Well, it was made beautiful. It is a rather large town that is surrounded by an endless sea of sand. It's really quite a tough place to live, but it did me service, I shall say.
So it's a desert. Fantastic. Um,
Indeed.
um,
Matter of fact, you should all be on your highest guard. The reason I'm here is for a specific troop of Dractails that I'm here to ambush. I do apologize for striking at you all, but I had mistaken you all for the troop I am here to vanquish.
yeah. Any particular sign of Dractail's troop that we should be looking out for in general?
Hmm. Well, him and his troop, not really surprisingly enough, they don't have sort of a symbol. They like to try and do their evil deeds in darkness as much as possible. However, if, by some unfortunate stroke of luck, you happen to be in front of a general of Draktail's army, it is impossible for them. Well, I suppose with illusion magic it would be more possible, but their eyes would still reek of magic, so you'd definitely be able to tell. Once the illusion magic that they could potentially cast upon themselves is gone, their eyes will resemble an ember dragon's eyes. Matter of fact, their eyes will kind of look like mine. And he shows you just his pupils. He pulls them open, and he has just like a draconic looking eyeball with amber and then a slit down the middle because he's actually of dragon blood.
Um, so this eye resemble like this eye for you, I believe it's ancestral, but for the army of Dractail, even other species shows this trait.
Indeed, for me this is an inborn trait. But of course, if you see a human walking around with one of these, well, it's one of the very likely, at least.
Okay, this is good. This is great. So far, you have anything you have found on the troop of Dractail in this path?
Well, I do know that presumably there is actually a general that walks amongst them. The very reason I'm here. Don't really know anything about the fella, but hey, a general dead is good in my book.
And you have you collected any more information about like their number? How many are there in their troop at this moment?
Well, I don't know much about this specific current surrounding force he has with him, but the generals definitely do keep a small, well, I would call it a small army, but it's more like a small troop with them. Typically, they carry like probably 5, maybe more with them.
And no, I hope this don't come off as disrespect or um, questioning your capabilities. And your plan was to ambush this group of 5 by yourself?
Indeed. Well, me and the power of the king by my side.
Okay. I look at the group kind of like almost like a questioning eye. Like, is this? I'm basically trying to understand: is this guy fully sane? Like, is this guy all the marbles in the right place? Um,
Does he look tough?
He's battle scarred, so he has definitely seen, he's seen battles. This one. You could try to roll, I suppose, an insight to see if he's off the clock or if he does actually give you some sense of confidence in him.
Sure, yeah, I'll do that.
yeah,
Go for
yeah.
it.
I've been talking to him for a while. Would I be able to help?
Oh, that's
Kind of.
Yeah, you can either give advantage or roll for yourself if you'd like.
I'll give advantage to puzzle.
All right. Okay. In total, that will be 12.
Okay. Well, at the very least, he seems well equipped.
I kind of like look at him again. Would it be okay? I mean, if we were to discuss amongst our group in private for one quick second?
But of course, do try to stay away from the entrance a little bit, though. Well, nah, I'll let you know when they're coming.
Yeah, I quickly kind of go on a game day huddle with the group, and
This guy is tweaking, bro.
yeah. Then like amongst the huddle, I'll just look up, stare at him at once, and go back in the huddle again, and
You waves.
so yeah. Um, well, looks like at least for the time being, and whatever we also are in the truth thing, so it looks like he is for the time being, or at least in our side for the matter of fact, and he's trying to do something against the same enemy we have. So it probably is good for us to help him because it looks like 5 against 1 with or whatever many numbers against him by himself. Even he looked capable, but probably gonna get himself killed.
I mean, if we join forces, like things will only get better.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
and
sure about how strong our enemy is probably going to be.
I mean, it doesn't matter how strong they are; they probably just want us dead anyway. So, any help we can get. So, if we are all in agreement, I would basically offer our help in his journey. Is that something we can agree to?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I think
seems
that
like we're
sounds like
all
a good
aligned.
idea. Any help that
Yeah,
we can get is really best for the best.
yeah. So I will get out of the huddle, give him a thumbs up. Like, if you will have us, we would love to accompany you in your journey. Again, no questioning your capability, but I think a more number on your side would only help you achieve what you're trying to achieve.
Well, I suppose it would be a little silly of me to turn down fellow followers, wouldn't it? But of course, you all look, well, I mean, again, I don't mean to be rude, but are you sure you're up for it?
Um, well, only one way to find out.
Ah, a man after my own heart. Little danger. I must
Well,
ask, though, what is your plan after this?
Well, we'll just actually, it's been a while. I'm looking for the notes of. I think the only marching order we do have is to collect as much ruby as we can, and that's what brought us here. We haven't received any more messages from the Uncrowned King so far. So if you have any more like a recent information from it, would be more than happy to take that, or just any more way to contact our patron, I guess.
Well, he only really talks when he has the time, I suppose. But I do have some more information about our enemy's movements.
Yeah, that would be, I guess, good to just know what they're planning, because right now, as of now, we've been probably flying pretty blind. Looks at Pip a little bit. Pip's been not flying blind. Um, and yeah, so if you know which way they are, just lead the way, I guess.
Well, their grand movements are a bit more hmm, annoying to deal with. You see, we figured out where the resurrection site of Vasiliaris would be, and we've noticed that there are encampments scattered all around this area in an effort to feed all kind of supplies to this area. You see, they've set up quite the military encampment around the site. Now, I was gonna go just wipe out as many encampments as I could before stepping into the resurrection site myself. However, there's a bit smaller of an occupation actually happening within the city of Dromas. Now, it's not that militaristically relevant, I suppose, but it does hit quite close to home. Literally, I suppose. There's a small group of Draktail's army that is in the city of Drumas, trying to look for some sort of ancient artifact. Now, I highly doubt they'll actually find anything, though. I don't think there is anything even there to be found.
Um,
However,
no, sorry, I was gonna out of like for Orion's knowledge question, would we have known about like the location of where Dromas is in general? Also, did we know that Vasiliaris or Draktail was not in the mortal plane and was getting resurrected? Is that information new to us, or did we know it already?
you were told that he was rising again, but not
Gotcha. Okay,
necessarily
so
that he was gone, but it can be inferred.
okay, and the location of Dromas versus the resurrection site, like, would we have known anything about like the relative relationship, how close they are to each other?
Dromas to the resurrection site, you mean?
Yeah, because he's talking about there's like encampments
Oh,
around the resurrection site, but he's also talking about there is someone in Droma. So is it like a feed two bird with the one scone situation? Like we can be in the same area, do
well.
both.
It would be a little whiles away from Dromas. The resurrection site, he'll let you know, is at it's north of the center of the world, where where Yggdrasil is, the giant ass tree. If you look at the map of that I dropped
Mhm.
in the lore and metadata, it's semi close to the tree, or to the city there. And where Dromas that he's talking about is sort of to the left. It's almost like in the armpit of the planet, with the top left and the bottom left, two branches of the planet. It's like right where they meet, pretty much, is what Dromas is.
Okay. And relatively speaking, we know like how long the journey would be between those places if we were to kind of keep following him places.
It would be a pretty good journey.
Mm. Okay.
I do believe that some of these larger encampments, or God forbid, the actual site itself, would probably lead to your death. So I would not want to send you there. But like I said, the city of Dromas, you actually could achieve something greater. You see, the city is sort of under the watch of a Lord Malekith. used to be an incredible warrior that could make his blade sing the most beautiful tones before cutting down his enemies. Now, unfortunately for all of us, time has caught up to this fella, and he's now a bit older. So, he does know that there is a bit of an incursion going on within his city, but he wishes to wait for some bigger forces to immediately jump them all and take them out. Now, the reason I would ask you all to help him is because his House Chrysalis, came to power thanks to their great drumstone mines, which I'll type in general, don't worry. His great drumstone mines. Now, I don't know if he has any onyx in those, ruby in those mines, but perhaps he could, or maybe he has some kind of sway with the other miners of the city or of the world. I'm not sure. I'm sure that doing a favor to Lord Malekith would be of great help to us.
The message you had from Uncon King, was it also to gather rubies?
Oh, yes, indeed. I am aware of our plan of making fine weaponry from them.
Okay, that's okay. We didn't actually. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I, I guess time is of the essence if this troop is on the move, so we probably should. Um, we can probably leave this for after the immediate threat of them finding us or leaving us and losing the element of surprise is gone. So
Indeed,
if you know,
surprise would be quite useful.
okay. If you know which way to go, lead the way.
He goes, excuse me for a second while I just meditate for a moment. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. That is interesting. It appears he's met up with another one of the generals. Right.
Mm.
It appears that their forces are quite a bit larger than I originally had intended. No matter though, I'll take on one of their sides. Seems that they're splitting up a little bit.
So could I either like do identify object magic or just generally know what he was doing to do that? Like be able to tell where they were?
Roll me an Arcana, if you'd like.
Okay. Arcana, I have my physical dice here. I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Ooh, 23.
Wow. Okay. The moment he lays his hands atop one another, he starts beaming with divination magic. You're not entirely sure
Yeah.
the spell exactly, but he used divination magic to figure this out.
Okay. So I can tell he is a fairly high level spellcaster then. So I have during downtime, if I have access to him, I'll probably like to share notes to copy some of his spells if I can. Anyway, uh, all right. So I guess we're splitting up. Which way would you have us travel?
Well, judging by that position, he pulls your map to the side and he goes, I imagine the big group. I'll send you all the smaller group of the two. I imagine they'll be moving throughout this area here, and then he traces on your map. I'll swap in a second. Actually, I can swap right now.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they'll be traveling through this area here, coming in from. We can time skip a little bit, and we all walk in here at the bottom left. He goes, well, I imagine they'll be making their way through this area in order to get to the other side, in order to get to their little prearranged area that they had set up. This is not the first time that they've been here, and this is one of their little outposts. There's not much there except for some basic supplies. Believe me, I checked. But I do imagine they'll be walking through this area. Perfect place to assault them.
Perfect. Think. Yeah. I got distracted choosing fonts. There you go.
That is important.
Yeah.
Right. And it'll go. If you all try to jump your assailants here, I sense that there's three. Besides the general that's with this troop specifically, there seems to be three of more lower level warriors, one person that looks a little bit special, and then the general themselves coming towards this area. And then I'll be facing a similar squad myself. However, they will not be arriving here. So, unless you had any more questions, I should probably make haste towards where I uh, can foresee that
And
they'll probably be going.
one last question. Seems like you have faced some of these similar armies or like similar troops in the past. Any kind of negative effect we should be aware of they try to inflict upon their enemies?
Oh, right. Almost forgot to tell you. The general can transform into like a half dragon beast. Well, most of the generals can, at least. I assume these two can as well.
Understood. Okay.
That's useful information.
That's
Right.
good to know.
It nearly slipped in my mind, but they do get quite a bit stronger when that happens. And then
And
this
can
party also
imagine.
seems to have a caster with them, so try not to get hit, I suppose.
so is that also have you in your like previous bouts with them found a way to stop the general from transforming in any way, or that just happens whenever they want to?
Well, I mean, if they die before they get a chance to, then they die. It is a thing that they
Okay.
have to actively do themselves, so it's not like
Okay.
they could do it in the grave.
Understood. Okay. Well, I guess we know all we could, and good luck, and I guess Godspeed.
Not a god, but a king. Bye bye now. And then he turns
Uh,
around and walks away.
We'll be on our way to fight a pseudo dragon.
All right. So, knowing that a group of evil adventurers, not really, but knowing folk of your enemies is going to be coming through this area, is there anything all of you would like to do?
So we are gonna be coming in here. Are they gonna be coming to the same area or some of the other sides?
Oh.
Like generally.
Oh,
I
we'll just say. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to double check. Are we still at level 2 or are we at level 3?
3.
Oh, we've been at level 3 actually already. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Level up. Let's go. All right.
Would we
You
have
all
gotten
are
like
now.
a short rest or anything in between the last and this?
You definitely could have if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah. I feel like that'd probably be smart.
By all means, a short rest is definitely attainable. As you're waiting for them to arrive, all of you are currently in the bottom left, and he said that they'll be going through this area to pretty much go over to this side, and they'll be arriving sometime soon. They're currently within the mines, but you're not entirely sure how far away they are or if they have anything to do before they get to you.
Gotcha. Used one of those.
Level 3, we have what? 1 hit dice then or 2?
Yep, all 3 hit die.
Yeah,
Each level
3,
you get
don't
one.
Oh, we just recover half on rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll some of those during the short rest to heal.
Oh yeah, you're all coming off of the other battle. I completely forgot. You'll be alright.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine. What's the worst that can happen? We don't need scholar.
Violent death.
This is my other character, Brother A. Alright. If there is no, like, grander plans for this, then I can start bringing in like a countdown, like, oh, they're about to come in like 10 minutes from now, a minute from now, and then they'll walk in.
Okay, let me see if there's anything I could do for like a time situation. Anybody looking weak on the armor side that can use a little bit more armor?
I mean, I always don't have
My
great
armor
armor,
class
but
is-
I pretty much.
My armor
plan to
class is
not
like
use
10,
it.
I think. Oh wait, hang on. Isn't it supposed to be 10 plus my constitution or something? Or
10 plus your
With-
dex.
oh yeah, no, yeah, my
You're,
my
you're,
my,
a you're a barbarian, right?
I also
Yeah, my-
thought we got you armor.
my AC is still 10, so
I could have
hang on
sworn
one
we
second.
got
Oh, it's
you
10 plus
armor at
dex
the
plus
last.
constitution, so yeah, it should be 12. It keeps adding, didn't add correctly. Okay. Yeah, I have an AC of 12.
If, do
so
you have unarmored defense already?
yeah,
right? So you should have 10 plus dex plus con.
yeah, that's 12. Me.
Okay.
Wow. I believe. No, that's the other party.
Mhm.
I could have sworn we got her, or him leather armor, but I might be misremembering.
Hmm.
I think it
I
would
think
also end up at roughly the same place. So
also puzzle I think is okay with armor generally speaking, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
yeah, puzzle is
Yeah,
great.
You're immortal.
When I
I
have
am
only one
average.
more blade song left today, but if I get to it, I can go up to 21, so I should be okay. And then with shield, I can get to 26.
Mhm.
With mage
With
armor,
haste, you-
with mage armor, I can get to 28. With haste,
My God.
wait, no, mage armor I cannot because I'm already okay. Never mind.
Yeah, you
Mage
have
armor
to
just
not wear
sets it to
armor.
no.
Since I'm gonna
Yeah.
be on the front lines, if you have anything in there that can beef me up just a wee bit, that'd
So
be helpful.
what is your dex mod?
Me 0.
Ooh, okay. I could get it up by 1 then, but it still doesn't do much. But I can get it up by 1. I can cast Mage Armor that gives you 13 plus Dex for 8 hours.
Okay.
I mean, 5% better chance of not getting hit. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, you have Mage Armor 8 hours.
That's 13. Okay.
Yeah, it's flat 13 because again, it would be like if you had Dex, it would be much higher. But,
All right. Yeah. Before we start this, I'll be right back. I just have to grab something quickly.
All right, that works.
I'll take care of
I
something.
didn't
I'll
need
be
to use
right back.
the restroom, so I'll be back.
Go for it. The terrain is also malleable, considering you do have a few hours of time before the enemies arrive. Of course, there's no like a major terraforming that's gonna be happening here, but
so like, is it like going up a hill right here
this is
in the
here.
middle? Yeah, and also like from our understanding, the enemies are gonna either come from the same direction we have, or possibly this one, because there is no other connecting point.
Yeah, this way to there. That is the only like connection point proper.
Yeah, so I guess we should take the central point. Possibly, we're not doing much range, and we should probably not stand super close to each other because they might have someone who could cast area spells. So we should take the middle point, generally speaking. And
You can move your character wherever you'd like.
yeah, I think, and not be so close where we get. And is anything special about the middle, like dais looking thing here?
I'm the king.
Nah, it's just with the map.
Okay, sounds good. So there is actually nothing there, like anything to use for cover or something.
This is like it'd be like 10, 15 feet in the air. So if you lay down on top of this, it might be harder to see.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. In that case, I might start off with some longbow situation that I got going here. Because my range is what, 150, so I should be able to shoot them before they can get in our
Jesus
range
Christ!
for a couple of rounds. I mean, half elves are good at shooting things.
I mean, would we want to
true.
try to take out the bridges?
So one of them is gonna be a mage, and one of them is gonna be like part dragon. Might be even just like walking through fire. Again, it might be a good idea,
No,
but
that's
how are
a,
we gonna
that's
get
a
out?
fair point. It's gonna mess us up more. Well, I just meant we can determine which way they're gonna come in from just those bridges. But yeah, that might mess us up more.
Yeah, because like touching lava is 10d10, falling in is 18d10. None of us can take that.
Yeah, it's
I've seen
very
Star Wars.
painful.
It's bad.
I mean, if anything, he came back stronger. But I don't think that's gonna happen to us. I think we're just gonna die.
Yeah. If any of you fall into lava, it's you can kiss your ass
We have
goodbye.
Plot armor built into us.
Yeah, like unless on an 18d10 we roll less than a 46, I'm dead.
Just roll a 1 on every single die. You'll be fine.
Yeah, which is probabilistically likely.
There's a
Do you have
world.
absorb elements?
Wait, actually, I think do it. Nope, didn't take that one.
Well, then it's 18d10, baby.
Yeah, even 9d10, I don't think I can. Average 9d10 should be 50 damage. 50, yeah, 49 damage. I can't even take 49. So
It's between 9 and 90. You'll be alright.
which averages to be roughly about 49.
Ah, just roll
I'll
a 9.
test. I'll test it
I'm
right now.
back.
Hold on.
Hello.
9d10. How much would I have gotten?
So please drop your character on the map if you'd like.
If I rolled 9d10, I would have gotten a 61 and would have been dead.
All right,
So-
we're doing initiative.
No,
Not yet,
sorry.
but
Okay.
We're
oh, he's just
calculating
rolling
how-
for lava
actually
damage
dead.
in case anybody falls. And
Yeah, I think anywhere in the map they show up, I can start shooting. To be honest, actually, I can even see farther than that. If I can start shooting even before they get to the map. If I
it's
can
the
basically,
ultimate level of BM.
um, yeah, like if I can stop. I don't actually want to shoot anyone other than the spellcaster if I can notice them from far enough. It's the only one because they're the only one that would have area of effect stuff, and I don't like that.
The only prep I can do to be helpful is Shield of Faith for Fior. But that's when they're closer. I can't think of anything else.
Is Shield of Faith concentration?
It is.
I
Mhm.
think Bless is probably better for generally everybody than Shield of Faith.
That would be the
Because
other
it-
option, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's both concentration, um,
Yep. I can do either of those. But Bless lasts. Well, Bless I'll pretty much just wait till the first round of combat.
yeah. If we can tell, like we have like literally one round before initiative roll, we could probably do that then.
Also, I will say that Jesus Christ, English. I will say that with where a majority of your party is, they would see you practically immediately.
Yeah, I don't think like we're getting much out of a surprise. It's more of like a holding our position better than they can because they would be kind of funneled into one of two paths. And they can chokehold them a little bit better than trying to surprise because it's not dark. It's like lava, super bright.
True.
Hold on, I need to do range things too. On where I'm set up. Oof.
All the range checking. Let's say that there's like a wall that blocks them off right up until they get on the map.
All right. The way to stop my 150 feet of range over here, I see.
Well, it's also to protect you, to be fair.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, technically around.
Do we know
in the
which
corner.
direction they're likely coming from?
Down left. Same way
Oh,
you came
okay.
in.
Ooh, in that case, we can play like some Bloons TD or make them take the longest path and go all the way over here and put turrets like us,
You're
each of us like
fly over here.
yeah, take like different bridges and shoot them with like pins. I don't know. Again, I'm mentioning a game. I don't know if everybody has seen it. It's called
I
Bloons
have-
TD.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That is,
like
yes.
monkeys with. Yes, perfect. Okay, I didn't want to like drop a reference that no one understood. Um,
I'm pretty sure
yeah,
every alligator in every swamp on planet Earth knows what Bloons TT is.
good. That's good. Yeah, at one point, I think in 2021, 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I got so into it. It was like an unhealthy obsession with the game.
Yeah, I played the holy hell out of 5 and 6.
Yeah, I think 6 is the one. I think one of the levels I got to 171 level, which was at that point I didn't even see anything. Just like the screen was juddering and the mission level was over.
Oh yeah,
Um,
because the actual computer starts to crash.
Right.
all right, let's
Okay, so where? Okay, so the door is this way, over here, or
They come
yeah,
from down here.
Bottom left
Okay.
was the info that was given. If we trust them.
If
Alright.
also everybody still have good berries. I believe everybody has 2 of them.
oh, two of them.
In
Yeah, I
case,
guess so.
yeah,
Oh.
just so that. Yeah, everyone has 2 good berries, so in any case someone goes down, we can bring each other up. Another thing I was gonna say that, like, let's keep at least like 15, 20 feet distance from each of us, so that a big area of effect can knock us all out or something.
Yep, that's what. Yeah.
oh,
But
you
like,
scared of a little dragon breath? Come on, man.
I think we should just put.
I think a
Puzzle
dragon breath,
right
what like.
here, because they won't hit her.
Wait, where?
I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Then Fior needs to hide all the way in the back because they will hit him so hard.
Probably. All of a sudden, you do hear, "Oh, would this be a bad time?" Or, and you turn around and there's Metahan right behind you.
Wait, right
The
behind
shopkeeper?
us?
Yes, with
And
he has a little raven on his shoulder, who's bad time. Y'all seem to be preparing for war or something.
Where is he? Like on the up in that mountain hill itself?
I'll say he just like walked from over here.
Are you a god?
What? Wait, Madhan, where did you get here
Mhm.
from? Where did you get here from?
I just walked.
And wait, which way did you walk from?
He walked just from over here. Right as he entered your peripheral vision, he came like up from behind you.
Um,
Well, not to worry. I do have a little something something for you all. And then he holds up the blade and rests on his other arm. And in his hands is the fully completed, the never-ending blade of Sir Alabastine that he holds out to you. It is a gigantic, uh, double-handed weapon, greatsword. That is a +1 magical sword that requires attunement. And he'll say out loud, "Well, when you hit an enemy with this here blade, assuming it has resistance to fire, they can lose that trait until the end of their upcoming turn. But once per day, if you absorb the fire resistance trait twice in combat, then this blade starts to glow with fiery strength itself. After you hit another creature with an attack, using the blade, you could expend that energy to leave a searing mark on their skin until the end of their upcoming turn. They're vulnerable to fire damage instead of resistant to it. But then you do need to wait for it for a full day to come back."
I am still puzzled how he got here. Anything? Actually, I'd
We're
like
in
to.
canon.
Yeah, like he had a raven with him.
Yeah, on his left shoulder.
Is this guy Odin? What's happening?
Be real.
Why- We have the Yggdrasil already somewhere in this world. Is this guy reskinned Odin? What is happening to us? Why is Odin selling magical wares? He has other things to do. Um. Anyway, okay, cool. I mean, I guess it's a great sword, so I think only I guess Fior or Posel can handle it. If you
The +1 greatsword, so it does how much damage?
A greatsword, I believe, is 2d6, right? And then +1.
2d6 plus your mod plus 1.
Yeah, also.
What do you got currently?
Um,
Also, Madahan, how are you gonna go back? Where
Well,
we're
with these here legs, and he taps his legs. Just walk.
well, whatever you do, don't walk out that to the right over there. We're expecting some danger this way.
Ooh. Well, I do appreciate the offer, friend, or the heads up.
I will actually ask Pit to look like wherever he came from. Is there like a hidden stairs behind there?
Roll me an
Also, could you-
investigation.
Also, could you
Okay,
copy and paste the sword stats in the
Oh,
chat?
yeah.
That might be a
Okay,
good idea.
investigation. Investigation is gonna be in here 18.
I'll put it in. And it has the general stats of a
Great sword.
great sword, yeah. Look up Great Sword. Not from Elden Ring.
Might as well.
Two-handed, and it's a 2d6 strength
Yeah,
with heavy.
yeah. Investigation was an 18, by the way.
I prefer to
You
use.
do not find any staircase.
Okay. Orion is still puzzled, but I think right now mind is very occupied with everything else, so we'll just accept the help and be grateful for it anyway.
And I use shields. So if you want to take the great sword, you're free to.
If
Alright,
no one
so
takes it, if no one takes, I'll just give it to Pip. Pip will roll attack disadvantage.
It will kill Pip.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay, no one's taking the sword, I'll take it.
Alright, there
Yeah.
you go.
So I thought
'Cause
the
I'm gonna be, I guess
that
I'm gonna
was
be on
your
the front
artifact,
line,
right?
so like. Okay, so everything's posted in the chat, yeah, okay.
Yeah, in general. So,
So it's
basically,
+1 to
TLDR.
hit and +1 to damage? Yeah.
Yes.
It's
On top
2d6.
of your regular 2d6 plus your typically rage, strength, and proficiency isn't damage, right? I don't think so. I think that's only
Not
hit.
not damage. It's just a hit.
Yeah. So 2d6
2d6.
plus 1 plus rage plus strength.
Okay.
And TLDR, if you hit somebody, they lose their fire resistance until the end of their next turn. And once per day, you can, after you've hit 2 people with that on separate occasions, then you can, 2 differing people, then you can expend that source and make one person, after you hit them with the sword, you can make them vulnerable to fire instead of just losing their fire resistance. But then you have to wait
Ooh.
for an entire day.
Okay.
And Maidhan is just kind of walking off towards the right side here.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Y'all have fun now. Don't get yourself killed.
How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to guarantee that I'm not gonna get myself killed? This doesn't make any logical sense, Madahan. Stop.
Hey,
We gotta
don't
discuss
die!
this.
Y'all might die. Good luck.
All right. So I'm prepping an action to just let one off the moment I see the mage-looking fella.
You want to try to talk it out first?
Nah,
Good point.
I think this is a talk kind of a deal. I think we're just
Nah, murder.
yeah. Yeah,
All right.
you know. I'm
Before
here
we-
to talk and murder. I'm all done talking.
Before we get started, do we expect them in the next 10 minutes?
We can.
Okay, okay.
I
Then
can
I'd like to
say
cast
that-
Shield of Faith.
Go ahead.
If you
Did
do
you-
that, you might
how?
wait until like 2 or 3 minutes out. But yeah.
We can say that like you can, if there's nobody else who would have anything of a higher timetable, we can move on to like right before they walk in on screen.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's like rubble we want to like shove down somewhere, I can't think of anything.
You could potentially try to slam like the side of this wall to create some rubble to do what?
I was just thinking, throw it in like mechanically try to make the like rough terrain on the bridges or something, but
Oh, I can
cast throw it around, make it a pain in the butt
I
to
can
get across.
prepare an action and throw my javelin if that's possible.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
I think I would do pretty much the same.
All
Prepare
right.
an action
Yeah.
for either Sacred Flame or yeah, probably Sacred Flame.
Also,
Right.
you could have attuned to the Never-Ending Blade. By the way, Maiden was supposed to show up like with enough time to attune. All right.
All right, you're all tuned up. Yeah, I am basically prepped to hit the mage-looking fella. Who is in the group? Looks like a mage in here.
I don't
Just
know.
one.
You tell me.
I'm just looking. Yeah. So one of them is not wearing armor. Probably that guy would be the mage that doesn't wear. But that's too beefy to be a mage. I'm a mage. I'm not beefy as hell, at all. Oh, wizard.
What? You could go to the
Actually,
gym
I
and be a
will-
wizard.
Hold my action to do bless if I can. Can I do something like
He
that?
has muscle implants, you don't know.
Probably. Yeah. That's some Botox
basically-
going on.
They're gonna step right here, and combat will pretty much initiate as these first two step onto there.
Okay. No, basically, as I see them, or I could also like have Pip fly up like up to around here in the air. Would I be
Mhm.
able to gauge whoever looks like not holding weaponry, but mostly like basically wizards are wearing different type of clothing and other things than warriors, generally speaking. I'm just trying to
Generally?
gauge out. Yeah. Would it be
Allegedly,
possible?
Mhm.
somewhat. Maybe this wizard has a certain style.
You seem so judgmental.
I get. Oh yeah, I'm just basically trying to figure out who stands out the most. Other than so, I'm gonna looking for the general and the wizard basically in the group.
Roll me
Who
an
stands out?
Arcana, please.
Arcana should be good at 24.
All of these guys look pretty much like warriors, but there's one thing that no wizard can conceal: their little pouch for all their little tinkerings and do-haddles that they need for their spells. And the one
Nice.
that carries such a thing is the one in the middle.
All right, perfect. Well, and so the by the okay. All right, I'm gonna call him wizard because he gotta go. He gots to go. I don't like him.
Hey, classist much? Okay, all right,
Yeah, jeez.
It's wizard on wizard violence.
all right. So
Okay, let's all this time.
they will step right here, and then combat will ensue. Anybody that has a held action, by all means, let them loose.
My held
Alright.
action is to shoot the wizard.
Actually, we can roll initiative to just like to see who has their attacks go off first.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Well,
Initiative go.
I got a
eight.
strong 7.
I got a 13. Wait, I got it. Okay, wait. This is the one where I have to write that down. Don't I?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pretty sure my initiatives is or my plus.
How do I add my initiative? It's been a while.
You right
Oh, you
click on
right
your
click.
token.
There we go. Got
and
it. I
then
got it. I got it. I figured it out.
A natural 20. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Going quick.
Love to see it.
It's great. What is the range of your javelin?
120 max, I believe, with disadvantage.
That's correct, yeah.
At 60 regular or 30 regular?
20 or 30 regular, yeah.
Oof, they're 60 feet away, so I don't know.
I'll just throw it disadvantage. That's all right.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, the wizard still might be able to hit, even with disadvantage, to be honest, unless this is like one of those. Yeah, unless this is the
Rude.
blade singer. Unless this is
Yeah.
the blade singer.
He walks in, getting jiggy with it.
The only counter to Blade Singer.
I will.
Best way to counter a blade singer is a blade singer.
I'll copyright claim him. I'll send him a DMCA strike. That'll show him.
You roll horrendously, number 2. Got a 1. Good job, bud.
With the 1, he's so ashamed he leaves.
Yeah, you fucking might. You are plus 2, 15, 17.
Oof.
We're a plus 1, so 8.1.
No.
Then I should have done all this beforehand, but I keep forgetting.
All right. So we get the surprise round, yeah?
Not a surprise round because they saw you all, but you do get your round of like your held attacks and everything.
Spirit actions, yeah. Okay, who's first?
I think Basil.
Yeah, I believe that's me. Try to huck a javelin at the wizard.
Oh my god.
If that's possible.
One of them is 12. You
Against
have
the
disadvantage,
wizard.
right?
Yeah, what does it? Oof. So it's gonna be 6. It's gonna be 12 to hit.
One moment. That's you said 12?
Mhm.
Well, lucky you. That hits.
Let's go,
Nice.
wizard AC.
No, their only weakness.
That'll be 7 damage.
You'll love to see
What
it.
type? Oh, just piercing.
Piercing, yeah.
You said 4?
7.
7.
Whoops. There we go.
All right. With the wizard dead, now you can focus on
Yeah, right. Getting some of their season stuff down as well. With 29. Yep. Okay. Here we go, lads. All right.
we
So
have-
that is puzzle done. Oh no, all of you get your things. So Fiore, what is your held action?
I'm throwing my javelin.
Go for it. At whomst?
I'm throwing it at first one that comes in through the door.
The first one logistically would probably be 2.
All right, I'm throwing it at number 2. All right. Oh, don't you? Did I ask you to roll off the table? No, I did not.
You didn't
That
not
is-
ask it.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
It does not hit.
No. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh, that's really all I can do. I tried.
This is not about damage. This is about sending a message. The message was
I
sent.
assert my dominance by throwing a fucking javelin. Let's go.
It's about BM. All right. Declan.
Gonna shoot at it with my crossbow. And
At
number 2.
whomst? 2.
Yeah, I'd probably be in the same thing that mine says Fior. So pretty sure it's just flat with a crossbow, so 10 to hit. Is
Unfortunately,
to go.
the little arrow, all the heat from the room is throwing off your aim a little bit because they seem to be like morphing through the air, and that misses. All right.
All right.
Orion.
Orion is shooting the mage. We don't like mages out in this part. I like to be the only mage.
Friendly
and that is
fire.
that is gonna be an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Hold on, let me see how much damage I can do. I'm gonna do 11 damage to the wizard.
Jesus. Okay. That was a chunky hit that he took.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, I didn't roll for Pip yet. Hold on, let's see. Pip is gonna use a legendary action real quick.
How dare you?
Pip is doing Pip is not gonna do much, so like you can continue on.
Mhm.
Pip does have a 4 to their initiative though.
Just reading for a hot minute. Yeah, you have a speed of what? Oh, I misread. Okay, I almost thought he had like a million speed, but no, he does not. Good for you all. Okay, so after the entire party has made their... Oh no, it's Puzzle. Never mind. Puzzle, you're up first.
Let's go. Die wizard. I do another javelin.
Racism or classism.
Wait, with disadvantage. 11's the first one. So it's gonna hit. It's gonna be 17 to hit, I believe.
That works.
All right. Dealing 6 damage. Just so
How's the wizard looking? We taking him? We taking him?
He's rough.
Oh yeah.
Just so it's harder to hit us with a lightning bolt, I'll move over here.
Fireball. Boom.
Won't help against fireballs, but lightning bolt.
Also, Orion, what did you hit him with? Just an arrow?
Longbow, yeah.
Longbow. Okay, that's good. All right, then it moves to Monsieur Beefcake, huh? All right. The second that this guy sees people in front of him, that things are going down, he drops his weapon on the ground and he goes like, and then he starts to grow a little bit as his chest expands, and scales that you previously couldn't see start scrawling up his skin and donning him in a red scaled little armor as he goes, and he transforms into that.
Okay. Damn, bro, you ugly.
Rude. Jinxie me said it.
This is not Orion. This is a bard character that if Orion dies, is gonna come into play. It's gonna draw a lot of
that way. Yeah, so
55.
he mad dashes across the bridge as far as he can, and then moves up the extra 5. That is his action, his bonus action, and he ends his turn there. 1B. 1B is this lad. Lad boy. Okay, see. So 1B is also going to sprint like a mad fucker. Try and catch up to his buddy. 1B, and this one is pulling out a oh, I kind of messed up the flavor of these. Where are the one? Number 1B pulls out a large shield, like a tower shield, and is sort of using it to protect the warrior in front of him, the draconic warrior. And that will be his turn. Fiore.
Alright, my turn. Where am I? I'm over here. Okay. Where's the measurement tool? Here it is. If I move over here. Okay, there we go. I move over here. I will attack with the never-ending blade.
All right. As you do so, 1B will use this reaction to use protection on draconic warrior and impose disadvantage on this attack.
Yeah, no. First, I'm gonna bonus action rage. Forgot about that. Um,
Good.
and then, yeah, and then I see here. Here's my attack. What the? Over here.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. But I have advantage. But the rage gives me advantage. Does that cancel out?
Only if you
Rage
reckless
does not.
attack.
You have to
Huh?
be
Reckless
reckless.
attacking does.
If
Do
you
you have
use
reckless
reckless,
attack at level 3?
I have not used
reckless, I
reckless
think you
yet.
can.
Oh, it's at
Alright.
second level is reckless.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
reckless at second level.
Yeah. I think I'll make
I mean, hitting-
reckless.
Go for it. Then it equals out.
Okay. And then so that in total that is a 19.
That hits.
All right.
Right.
So-
2d6 plus 1 plus your modifier plus 2 more for rage. Let's go. Let's kill him.
Okay. Oh no, that's stuck. Oh my gosh, it's max damage.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. That is 6 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus
15.
Oh yeah. Plus
Plus 3 more or 4 more?
plus I think 4 more.
Oh yes, 19 damage to this bad boy. Let's go.
Oh my gosh,
Christ.
let's go! And he lost his fire resistance
Yes, he did.
if he had it in the first place.
He probably, if anyone in the party had fire resistance, probably would be the guy that looks like.
Yeah,
crap.
out of anybody in this party.
Bye. Bye.
Christ.
Oh my god. All right, I think that's all I can do right now.
God damn. Okay. I set these boys up to fail with that never-ending blade. All right, Declan.
Yep. I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna keep it really simple, and I'll just cast Bless on the other 3 party members. So it goes to 3 creatures. Yeah. So I'll give them all Bless,
What's up?
and then
Almost
yeah, I
next
can't
one.
also do a bonus action spell because that was the level spell. So that is. I'll make sure I'm within reasonable range of everything. Yep, I think that is pretty much my turn then. But everyone's got blessed then.
That's the turn of the big wig himself, the lad that's been like pushed into half a grave already. Yeah, let me see what this spell does. Second.
Yeah.
So what's the power word? Kill.
You got power word, kill yourself.
Uh-huh.
At the moment he walked in our room.
Okay. Okay.
The DM.
Okay. Okay. So, one second.
I don't like this vibe.
I'm trying to save you in my mind. Hold on. Okay, so what else can this spell do? Hold on.
So the wizard suddenly has a change of heart and switches to our side? That's unsurprising.
That seems right. That tracks.
I think our hits knock some sense into him. He's gonna fight for good from now on.
Okay, for the sake of a cool story, let's say that the lava below your feet is not actual like full proper lava. It is a small, a small little. It's very heated rock. It's not quite lava. We'll put it that way. The wizard tries to cast suggestion on Fiore, so please roll me a wisdom save, I assume.
Can't
Oh, no.
suggestion not hurt? Kill yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's like
can,
you can't
suggest
suggest
anything that
harm.
does immediate damage.
I
Yeah,
think it could make
target.
her like drop her his weapon and run away, but
Okay, so yeah, what's going on?
If any of the companion damage the
Oh,
target
okay,
does
good.
Yeah.
Phew! So I don't have to do that. Oh, good. Okay, I'll still go through with suggestion though.
All right, suggestion.
So a wisdom save, please.
Hang on, get over here. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Because I'm at level 3, I have ancestral protectors, and like, whenever I hit a creature while raging, uh,
Mhm.
there's ancestral warriors that hinder its attacks, and then like, that's only disadvantage on attack rolls that aren't against me, and when the target hits a creature other than me with the attack, the creature has resistance to damage. Okay, never mind. Okay, it doesn't apply here, but I'll just, yeah. All right, for wisdom. Oh gosh, yeah, no, that's an 8.
did you
All
get
right,
blessed for
that'll
that?
fail.
You have
Yes.
a bless on top.
I'm not sure if
Oh shoot,
4 on the
bless
8
is
would
like
change
1d4,
it,
right?
but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it saves in attack rolls. Let's see.
All right,
Yep.
that's only a +2 to that.
And
10 fails. All right, I will have him tell you to grovel. So your next turn will be spent, or like from now on through your next turn, you are like on the ground groveling.
Oh yeah. His sword just kind of clangs to the ground and just bends over.
All right, and you're up.
all right, this wizard's gotta go. You know, we don't like the wizard here at all. Gonna shoot him again with some bless up from my good friend Declan over here. And that is gonna be a total of 22 to hit the wizard. I'm going to hit him for a total of 12 points of damage. And then I'm gonna get up and start dancing. He's dancing on his grave out here. Um,
Right, the
and
wizard is struggling exceptionally hard.
okay, I'm gonna also move. So you said about okay, it's gonna take probably all of my movement to go down around about here. I think I have 10 feet of extra movement, so I think I can get all the way down here from there. Yeah, that's my action, bonus action, and movement. I was
All
gonna
right.
concentration for
Mhm.
okay, Fiore, fix Fiore.
Fiore, as you start to bend down in order to grovel, you think, why would I do that? And then you just stand back up as if nothing happened.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Hey, thank you.
you kind of see one of those videos of tap dancing YouTubers dancing on one of those like a wooden plank behind you. Hear the sound, then
Mhm.
you get up immediately.
Ooh. I'm gonna put like the whole thing with the ancestral thing in the chat. Just to, yeah, because the guy in front of me has basically disadvantage on attack rolls that are not against me, and then people have resistance to his attacks if you're not me.
Cool. Is that anybody or only the one you hit?
Just the one I hit.
Okay, good to know. That's 1A. Their draconic leader is kind of clogging up the way right now.
Looking up our way too, so that's like
Range. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, they have a lot of range. Hey, lads. I could do it from right here. All right, you will take a shot at Fiore, whom just used Reckless. That's advantage on that. 21 to hit,
That hits.
or 22 to hit. Same difference. That will 5 piercing damage, reduced down to 2.
Alright, go.
Oh, 30. There, right there. That's 1A. Pip.
Pip is going to hold on. Pip has 60 feet of flying movement. He's gonna use that to distract this guy and fly off to give Fiora some advantage later. And Pip is gonna fly off to far off, a little bit farther away.
All
Yep.
right. Point number 2s.
Well, it doesn't have to be Fiora. He just distracted the Draconic Warrior, so anybody attacks him next will have advantage.
Oh, did they have that too? Okay. Okay. Balls. Have him walk a Have him walk to there. And this guy. All right, Puzzle, you're up.
All right. Well, don't have an easy path, but the wizard's still standing, so at least I still have a choice. I'll run up to here right behind Fiore, and then I'll throw another javelin at the wizard.
Go for it.
Fuck him up.
Is this neutral to hit?
It's neutral. This one doesn't have advantage. Actually, sorry.
Yes, it does, because 1A will use this reaction to protect wizard.
All right, so disadvantage then.
Fucking 1A. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, it's probably not gonna
he
hit.
lives.
Not
He
for
shall
long.
live. Probably not.
All right. Well, and then I'm just holding my reaction, but that's what I usually do with reactions. So that ends my turn.
All right, that makes it the Draconic Warrior. Ooh, okay.
If he's
Ignore what
attacking,
I said.
I'll use my protection and give him disadvantage of your.
All right, he was gonna attack Fury, so that makes it neutral with the reckless attack.
Is all attack on reckless advantage? Make sure. Because you already
Yeah, they
attacked
are.
once. Oh, cool. Oof.
It's your entire turn. Anybody that attacks you has advantage. It's a big trade-off, but it is very.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he can go reckless as well, but he doesn't need to. So, bites plus 4. That's. Ooh, that's a 6 to hit.
We're not gonna do that. I don't think. I don't know if it's physically possible to build a 6 AC character. Well, it is possible.
They're called
Everything is
commoners.
possible.
18. The hits. I assume. 4 piercing or 4 slashing damage to you. Reduced to 2.
Also, a commoner actually has 10 AC. I looked at right now.
Oh, that nat 20 was right there.
You like that?
6 to hit. Tough.
Wait,
tough.
did the beefcake just make 3 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. Damn it.
Where's Beefcake and where is he attacking?
Oh, that's Draconic
DK
Warrior.
and Draconic Warrior are the same.
Okay, so far he's only hit me once, or
Yes.
okay.
He rolled 2 2s. Almost rolled a nat 20 on that last one, but you know, he sucks. So that's there.
Too intimidating.
Then 1B doesn't really have much to do. Mm. I'll have him take a shot at Declan.
Dare you? It looks so innocent.
1B. These you have plus 3, 14.
Nope.
All right, he draws back his longbow and shoots out an arrow, and it whiffs completely. These
Ah.
boys are kind of struggling. That will be the end of his turn. Yore.
All right. I am going to reckless attack again.
You don't need reckless.
Mhm.
You already have advantage.
All right, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Let me see
But I
my
mean,
attack.
you could if you wanted
But
to.
don't though.
You won't.
But don't though.
You won't.
All right.
Side mail.
That's.
Did you get a D4 added to the roll?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, the D4. I forgot about that.
I'll make this a neutral attack with 1B's presence.
All right, 1 second. Okay, and then that's.
The protect effect. Can we tell whether or not this is like on all attacks or just one attack?
That is 19 in total.
1 attack.
Okay.
Damn.
19.
That was
Hell
that
yeah.
was a neutral attack, right? Just to make sure.
Yeah.
19 hits.
All right. Get over here. Come on, dice. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that is 10 plus 4 plus 2 is 16
Plus one
damage.
more. One more from the weapon. Did you add that one?
I think I added that one.
Okay. 16. Hell yeah.
Ooh, some brutal cuts deep into the flesh of the draconic warrior, and of course, stripping its fire resistance once again.
Mhm.
So does it mean it has done it twice already, or does it have to different people?
Different.
Gosh dang it.
Okay.
Okay. As shoot, there isn't really anywhere I can really hide. I don't think disengaging would be appropriate in this situation. So I think wait, no, yeah, he's like he's a medium size, right?
Yes, though on the larger end of medium.
All right, I'm good. That's all I can do.
All right. Jack, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon because that is not concentration, and I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
put it on the wizard. Oh, I didn't mean to draw. Thought I clicked pointer, but I'll put it here on the wizard if someone has a
Wow.
token for it.
Man,
I
spiritual weapon
think
is
I have
awesome.
Mm-hmm. Pretty fantastic.
There you go. Ooh, that's too big. Hold on. Let me make it smaller.
No, it's
There you
fine.
go.
No, I like that.
And with a range of 62, rough stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to measure.
See
Yeah,
the
if you
fear
wanna
of
place
God
a
in the wizard's eyes.
thing-
Oh, there. Okay, sorry.
No,
Just
yeah, you
didn't-
did. I just figured place it between the people, just in case, depending on how the fight goes, will be
Yeah.
That'd be
You can also hit it this turn too, right?
indeed.
Yeah,
So one
as
hit
you
target
summon it.
takes 1d. Oh, right. I have to roll to hit.
Yeah. We know he's like 12 is gonna hit him. So let's get it.
No.
No. 15 to hit.
Yikes. That is. Unless you roll extremely poorly.
So what is it? 1d8 plus spellcast modifier,
Mm-hmm.
which is plus.
Your wisdom mod.
That would be a 7.
Any particular way you'd like to end his life?
Yes.
Just continually smash down with the hammer as my spiritual weapon tends to do.
All right. Once again, the spiritual weapon forms itself below the warrior, whom is also wearing like regular warrior fit. And dink, he gets hit from behind, and it goes like dunk, doof, 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 until the armor starts like as it bends inwards, and the man is a fine paste on the floor.
Love to see it.
That was technically just my bonus action. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on previously known as Beefcake,
Monsieur Beefcake.
which is a deck save. DC 13.
So it is.
So.
Saving throw as a +4.
Hmm,
13.
He's good.
Hey, what does Sacred Flame do again? I can
Just does radiant
potentially.
damage.
Yeah, some
Okay,
damage.
no, I'm not gonna burn a silvery barbs on this then. It's fine.
That's just a normal chill spell.
Yeah, if it is something big, let me know. I can do some
I already
shenanigans
used
out
my
there.
leveled spell with the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Bet.
Yep, that is intern for me.
All right.
All right.
Was it 1B that tried shooting Declan with the longbow before, or was it
Mhm.
1A?
1B.
1B.
A shot at Fury.
Oh, well, A hit, so I'm not gonna. This particular quip does not work on A. It works on B though. I'm gonna say, you think that's a longbow? This is a longbow. I'm gonna shoot him, and that is going to be 16 total to hit with the 4 from the bless.
I believe that hits. Yes,
Okay.
that does it.
Yeah, that is gonna be another 10 points. Well, first 10 points of damage to this guy.
Okay,
And
he
I
takes
am
the
going-
arrow straight to the chest, and he's like on one arm or on one leg already.
A question, like the bridge, I have 2 people from my side on here. What is the possibility of being able to actually cross on the other side?
You could get to like right here pretty much, but you're blocked out by the Draconic Warrior.
Jump.
Gotcha. Like maybe like even from where Fury is, would I be able to like take some sort of like acrobatics thing to jump on the other side there?
Do you really think that's a good idea?
I don't, but also I guess I can keep on shooting, so that's not I'm
All
not
dead.
completely blocked. Yeah, actually I'm gonna see something. Hold on. Okay, I'm there. Okay, I'm going to move. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna move 40 feet of 40 feet of move. I'm gonna move there.
Mm-hmm.
40. Jeez.
I'm dancing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got
you get
long legs.
+10. 1A. Tough. Well, I'll have a moonwalk over here.
Does the hammer have opportunity attack? I don't. We said it doesn't, right? We said it
Nah.
doesn't.
Oh wait, was that 30 already? I think it was.
Oh, you love to see that.
Aye.
You love to see that.
Yeah, I can't make a move any further. So he, I think, will also just pull out his bow. And probably just go for Declan again.
There you.
Uh,
Thank you.
like 10.
That doesn't hit.
Yes, I can use my joke on him again. Perfect.
You said
Wait,
that.
rude?
Oh, got an ability for missing. Nope. The bard
Yep.
is making.
Pip's turn.
Oh, Pip is actually, this is too much of a cluster going on in the middle. Pip is gonna do a little bit of recon on this side and see what's happening on this. Is anything interesting on this side?
See a large ice dragon. No, you don't see anything special over there.
All right, so Pip is just holding on for a second. He's gonna do something in a bit. I feel like just like cheesing the whole distract is a bit too much, so I'm gonna do that sparingly if possible.
That's fair. All right, that makes it Monsieur number 2. We're in a tough situation. Okay. Well, he's gonna miss. I'll have him shoot Orion.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Nah, not today.
Or 17 even. Even worse.
Yeah, no, it's, at this point my AC is 21. It wouldn't do much. Also, I gotta
Alright,
track how many rounds it has been.
Pause 0.
All right.
So 1B is the one that is a little damaged already, so you can probably start there.
Out of javelins, unfortunately.
Oh,
Hmm.
Good tracking.
How standable is this?
How
It's
reachable is
not.
that spot? Yeah.
you'll get the high ground if you do that. Man, level 4, 100% need to take Fate Touch. I have to be able to like jump to places. I'm so
True.
stuck.
I mean,
Okay, 40 feet movement. Calm down.
both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, I don't believe I can like go into their space, make an attack, and then go out of it, right? Or actually, is that possible?
Look possible.
I'd say no.
Okay,
To like
okay.
move into your ally attack and then move back out.
Yeah. That's the case. Oh, I have a spear. I'll throw my spear.
I forgot about this spear.
So is
Forgot
1B
about this
who's hit
bazooka
already?
that I brought from home.
Or 1A?
1B is struggling.
Yeah, I'll go for 1B then. It's
Alright,
20
I'll make
feet,
that
but
disadvantage
he's
with
within
1A.
20 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
call the weak.
disadvantage.
Yeah, because of 1A.
Oof, it'll be a 9 to hit. What do I assume is it?
You have a D4.
miss.
You have a D4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Still
I
missing.
don't know if it's. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so they're higher than 13, lower than 16. Doing the maths out here.
Alright. And then I'll hold my reaction again for attack on Fiora.
Yep.
Well, it is the man, the myth, the legend, the lad. Does he have disadvantage on one attack or all of them?
For it's
Well,
the same
bonus
protection that
advantage
you just for
it
one
just
attack.
adds- yeah.
Okay, one, that's good. Yeah, I'll forgo his reckless and just go for his strikes normally. First, he does attack with a bite, so that is the most value. Disadvantage. 7 plus 4, 11. Does not hit. Claw attack.
That is going to do it.
Plus 2. So 8 of damage total, reduced down to 4.
How is Fiora looking, by the way, health-wise?
Oh, so it's 4 damage.
Yes.
I'm doing okay. Shockingly, I'm doing fine.
Let's see about that. It's a 21 to hit. 6. That's 6 damage, reduced down to 3.
Okay. Because of rage, I'm
Yeah.
feeling fine.
Now.
One of the best barbarian player I have seen was from the NAD pod, where Jake plays a barbarian who has like a New Zealand accent. So you're like, I'm quite angry. And that was the funniest barbarian representation I've seen.
First character was a barbarian, and jumping over lava, not a great idea.
No,
throwing that out there.
It's
Not
usually discouraged.
Also, how I lost my first character.
That's rough.
No shit.
1B is going to. You're not gonna believe this, but he's gonna shoot his bow.
No.
At
Because
whom?
as much as I stopped this, I also stopped my other guys from filtering in. He will shoot at. Let's see. Let's let the dice decide. Fiore.
Right.
D20. That's a 3 plus 3, 6 to hit.
No.
Ah, Pip, you've changed.
Dear God. Fiore, you're up.
The Bat Cat.
All right. All right. I here. Okay. Same old song and dance.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hit him.
The song and dance.
All
is
right.
one of
I'll make
Marvel's-
that one disadvantage with 1B's reaction.
I'm sorry. What
Unless
was
you
that?
want to do reckless. It's gonna be disadvantage unless you do reckless.
I'm gonna
I don't
reckless.
think those cancel out that way.
Go for it.
Oh, disadvantage. Never mind. I'm wrong. Sorry.
So it's a disadvantage or what is it going on?
Is
Now it's neutral
disadvantage
if you
unless
want
you
to reckless.
I'm a reckless.
Neutral.
All right. And that is I think in total 16.
16 hits.
Yeet. Oh my gosh. Not the best damage, but okay, that's that plus that's like 11 damage.
Any particular way in which you'd like to kill this one?
Ooh, I'm gonna decapitate him.
Go for it. All right.
This little guy's just gonna jump up into his like large height and just swing his sword, slicing his
Alright.
head off.
As just the chronic warrior rushes onto the bridge in an effort to fight to the death, or well, in his eyes, kill anybody in his way, it's lunging forward with its head. Its claws strike out to try and hit you. You dodge both of them, and then as it reels back its head in an effort to attack more, you take a step forward, jump off of the railing of the bridge you're currently standing on, and with all your might swing through the sword, catching it right on his neck, and with your sheer strength push it through until you feel the actual spine of this creature that holds up the neck. You pop it through, and as you continue your swing forward, the body falls, and a moment later, the head falls off of your blade onto the ground. He's deceased.
Yeet.
Nice.
Bat Cat.
Also, can you move in after you kill him? We're all stuck.
You can.
All right.
Plus damage first.
He's
Yeah.
considered gone,
After he's
pretty much.
done, I will move in.
You can
Yeah,
go
I
up to the
can-
next part,
I
or even
would-
like between 1B and 1A in the backside without leaving any area of opportunity. I think.
Like here.
No, like if you can go like even here, like all the way around.
Okay. That sounds good.
You would technically leave two's area for a second by walking towards here.
Right.
And she-
Is that still okay, Fiora?
That sounds good.
He'll
All right. He'll take his attack. 2. This one has longsword plus that. 6. That is a 20 to hit.
that's gonna hit him.
Do you have a bonus to? Not to damage.
You roll with advantage. Not that I want to be helpful, but
8. Oh yeah, you're
nat
raging.
20 can be a nat 20.
Less.
Nah, none of that.
Or not
None
raging.
of that.
Recklessly. 1d8 plus 2, so that's 8 damage reduced to 4. On Fiora.
All right. Good thing
Yeah,
rage
but-
exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tight.
Don't need crazy AC when you can rage.
Relatively true.
Well, not like 26 AC, like some crazy people.
Uh, why rage when you can be happy and dancing?
I'm gonna toss some like anti-movement spells on you that stops the that stops the dancing.
Wait,
Isn't
dancing doesn't
the
really stop if I
dancing
can't move.
Isn't
Yeah, if
It's
you're
not
like
dancing?
concentration. It's
no,
Oh,
but
I
there
thought
is
it was
there's a
if I'm
specific thing
incapacitated,
with
yeah,
late dancing. Yeah, that's
incapacitated.
what I mean.
But incapacitated is gonna fuck anybody up. It's not
Isn't it also?
necessarily if I.
Yeah, it's just only gonna aim it at you though, which I'm okay with. Like,
It's your turn, by the way, Declan.
oh, sorry. If I measured correctly, I should be able to go here with that, which, if I'm seeing the board correctly, means I can hit 1A.
Mm-hmm.
Hit. So I will roll to hit.
You have 5 more minutes. Sorry, now I'm talking to somebody.
Ooh, almost a crit.
And then I almost crit. Yeah, 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
Assume that'll hit. Get a. You know, top. Yep. Cool. That would be 9 force damage on 1A. And then
That was a rough
my
hit.
action, I will shoot at. Is that 1B? That's, yeah, 1B.
This one is, yeah.
My bow. Which I forgot I'm technically, I believe, proficient with, so I was actually supposed to add something to it, but
Yeah, to hit.
wouldn't have mattered
if-
last time.
If you're attacking 1B, I'll use 1A's reaction to protect him and cause disadvantage.
Cool.
Oh,
15
nice.
to hit. Nice.
15 misses.
Oh,
Shoot.
16 is the AC. Okay.
All right. Then. So what have they been shooting at me with?
Longbow.
Oh. All right. I'm good where I am.
All right.
Say I probably
it
know enough
space
about
dead?
that that I ain't gonna move out of that range. So yeah, good to go.
Nah, it's a massive range.
All right.
Orion,
So,
you're up.
Orion is gonna shoot 1B,
Go for it.
and that is gonna miss.
That's rough, bud.
I'm gonna. It's fine.
Did you
I
add the
actually
1d4?
hit. Yes, I rolled a 1 on the
Oh.
on the 20 and 2 on the D4. So I don't think I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna move now that the thing opened up a little bit. I'm gonna move up to here.
Mm-hmm. All right. That makes it 1A's turn.
And I'm gonna be back in a sec.
Boys are struggling. They're on their last little feetsies here. I'll have him dual attack with 2 to add a +2 and the list or turn. Yes. No, that's advantage +2. Very, very likely to hit. Yikes. That's 11 plus 4. That's 15 to hit, which will hit. D8 plus 2. All right, Fiore takes 5 down to 2 piercing damage, or slashing, I mean.
Oof.
Oh, wait, I was misusing them. I've been accidentally going easy on you all. Shame. That's his turn. Pip will probably be doing nothing. Okay, 2. Yeah, I'll have him do more of the same. Advantage +2 on Fiore. And 19, that'll hit. For the time. Yeah. That's 1 damage after reduction to Fiore.
Pink, 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 pink.
Just
Good
laugh.
one, lad.
Pink, 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 pink.
I'll probably have.
I don't speak Tabaxi.
I'll end my turn there. Puzzle. Europe.
All right. Time to finally hit people with my hammer. Walk forward. Do I have advantage on 1B? Or is someone gonna protect it?
+2 to hit.
Oh, +2. Right, right.
And the D4.
Hit the D4.
And a D4.
Sure, that'll hit.
Dang.
It's gonna be 22 and then +2 plus a D4.
Yeah, that does it.
All right. And I think I'm gonna. He's already hurt, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, there's no need to do what you were about to do to him.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 damage.
Alright. Any particular preference for cause of death?
A good old smack to the back of the head.
Alright. You run up to 1B, who is now confuzzled and confused because one of the enemies has ran up behind him. And as he's turned around, you run up behind and go for reel back your big weapon or your big hammer and just hit him across the head. And with a splatter of blood underneath out of the helmet, the man drops dead.
All right. And I'll step over to here if that's possible.
That will trigger a opportunity attack from 2.
Oh, true. Thank you. Can I stand on his
You
dead
could
body?
get on the spot.
Yeah, you can stand there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Dead
Such
people are
DM.
props.
You can
Maybe
get
not.
the higher ground by standing on them.
He stays dead. 1B similarly stays dead. Fiore.
Hmm?
Europe.
Oh, yeah. I am going to. Oh, which guy is? Oh, that one's okay. I'll bonk this guy. The 1A.
Go for it.
All right. Do I have disadvantage?
No.
I'm at normal right now. Yeah.
Yes.
That is an at 1.
Fortunate. You hate to
That's
see it.
rough.
Yeah, that's about all I can do.
Gargantuan oof.
I don't think I can reckless retroactively say, yeah, that's about all I can do.
Fortunately not. Declan.
Yup. I don't think does my hammer does it get flanking if I move it? Whatever,
That's
I'll move
same,
it anyways. Do it just for because I can't.
For dramatic sake.
Exactly. Look at me hovering over lava. So yeah, I'm gonna go after 1A with that.
For it.
Say 16 hit.
That hits you.
It saves some of these, like as a preset on this roll thing. 9 force damage.
Any particular way?
Same as always. The hammer's favorite.
Repeating your continued training for making spaghetti sauce, you drill this guy halfway through the dirt, or halfway through the ground that he stands upon, and a bunch of his blood sort of like it leaks out of him down the side of this cliff, and touches half of the lava, and starts to turn into horrifically smelling steam. As he falls over dead.
10, 30 feet.
All right.
I still have my action.
Oh my god. Yes.
I know, yeah, it's just a bonus action. It's wonderful. I'm gonna try to use command on the number 2, which if I'm viewing this is correct. He is the last one, and gonna use the command. Oh, it says a one-word. Dang it! I was gonna say stand down. Surrender, I guess, will be my attempt.
Mhm.
See if we can get a
Go for it.
capture.
Mystic
That's
suggestion for
a-
command.
Surrender.
Well, before I mistook a suggestion for command when I tried to cast it.
I
That's
don't.
what, wisdom?
Yes, it's a wisdom save. I was gonna say command doesn't do harmful either. I don't believe.
No.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. I forgot about that.
It's at
he's
lower
not,
levels.
not the wisest son bitch around. Where is my Google Dice tab? There it is. It's a 15.
He passes.
Silvery barbs.
That's a 15.
God damn it. Okay. I will give. I will give. I guess Fiora advantage with the barb anyway.
Level 1 spell. All right.
Tried to save him. It's on you guys
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Try to do fire things.
All right, that will pass it
that
over
is
to
all.
Orion.
Okay. One quick thing I gotta check. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna tuck away my bow. I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade, run up, and swing at him.
Seems excessive.
Nah,
for it.
no. We gave you a chance to not die. You chose violence. So. And that
To
is
be fair, he would have only surrendered for a round and then got
Yeah.
back to it.
so. That is 30 to hit him. So
Yeah,
I hope
that'll do
that hits. That'll do it.
30?
Good. I rolled a 19, a 4, and a +7. That's 1, 2. So that's 15 points of damage on a Shadow Blade.
All right. The blade itself seems to tear through reality as it hits him, but through the grace of God himself, the man is standing.
Oh my god. I feel this roll was this attack would have hit Tiamat, and this.
Level 3
feel that was-
Tiamat Slayer.
Well, Tiamat damage are not Slayer because next attack I'd be dead by like a breath weapon, but
Minor details.
I do.
Dead by a toenail. Right. That's Pip.
Pip continues to be Pip.
Number 2, going to use his bonus action to use long rest or short rest or a or second wind. I mean, for a whole 1 HP, baby.
Let's
Hey,
go.
we're back in the game. We're in business, lads. Christ.
Wait, no one attack him. Declan, try command again.
Well, that's rude. He's gonna try to attack. Let's roll a d4. Minus the 4. Okay, 3. Oh, well, he's gonna miss. He's gonna attack Orion.
We'll impose disadvantage as well. At the
No
You
need,
don't
kingdom.
have
that's
to. My AC is right now 21. He's not gonna do anything about it. It's fine.
13 max. As he swings his sword, he just looks sad at this point.
I tell him you don't have to continue. We can stop. We can stop this right now if you want.
If you wouldn't mind, I think I've done enough.
Well, we just have a couple of questions, but yeah, we can stop this anytime you
Matter of
want.
fact, roll me a what's it called? Persuasion.
Persuasion. Do I have advantage because we have I'm surrounded?
I'd say multiple of you could like do it to give
Okay.
advantage.
All right. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, the first roll is a 19. Let's see what I add to this. Persuasion, I had 0, so I have a 19.
Goes. I won't get paid enough for none of this, and then he throws his weapon onto the ground.
Okay. All right. So, well, everybody okay? If you took some hits, or you got it on a chokehold and it could not get in there quick enough. Are you doing okay?
Time up
Uh, little bit better. I've been better, but I've also been a lot worse.
Okay, first things first. Who are you people? Why are you kind of like walking around in a mining camp with a small army with yourself?
I don't know. I just got given a few good gold to escort this apparently fucking dragon guy. That's weird.
And where did you where did you get recruited from?
Just from my little town.
Didn't know he was a dragon. Interesting.
My little town is called Flaxton.
Laxton, and do like people like bunch of people like him are in that town, or is just like a solo? Is this guy who recruited you, or someone else?
You asking me if these guys? Oh, recruited. You said.
Yeah.
Um,
Is this the guy who recruited you, or someone else kind of hired you?
Yeah, it was this guy. Just rolled up
And
to our
like,
little town with some gold, and well, we needed it, I suppose. So here I am. Heard about a protection job.
have you seen kind of like his base camp of some kind, or you just like been with him the entire time?
Well, he swooped me up from where I was. He did regroup at another place that was seemingly under his command, or at the very least, they respected him there.
Do you remember what location that was in?
Yeah, it was right about, and I'll write this down and then let you know next session what exactly it was.
Okay. Cool. Just basically standard questions: how big the army looks like, what are kind of like the things they're doing, if you have seen anything interesting, and we are gonna at the same time search the draconic. Did the draconic warrior guy like transform back to human form after? Like, is he a beefcake again?
You did, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Search his body. Search the wizard's body. I'm gonna ask him about the wizard as well. Like, has he seen more of this like magic people with the main camp?
Well, I wouldn't know how to pick him out, to be honest with you, but they seem to have a good few artifacts, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. So I'm gonna basically hopefully have him like draw it on our map where we need to go find them and things of that nature, and also try to cross reference if it is overlaps with the resurrection site, basically, if possible.
He has not been to the resurrection site. He's been to one of the outposts
Yeah.
that
That's
is
what I meant.
supplying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's drawn
Okay.
out one of the outposts to you. He knows of one of them
Okay.
and the
Cool.
layout.
Yeah, layout and kind of like the number of people last he's in there, kind of general idea of any kind of weakness we can get out of him for the location, I guess.
I'll make sure to
Um,
get that all ready for you for the
okay,
next session.
perfect. Yeah. Okay. Well, um, hopefully a little gold is not gonna be worth your life, and these people are trying to bring about possibly the end of everything. So gold is not gonna do any good when the world doesn't
Oh,
exist anymore.
well, that's interesting. I didn't know anything about that.
What did they say? Like, other than like transporting this fella wherever. Also, where were you trying to transport him to?
Well, they basically just said to stick with this guy and then, scare off any bandits or whatnots. It's a very dangerous planet, to be fair. They didn't really tell us much, but they paid a lot, so that's why we didn't ask anything, really.
Okay. Um. Well, you were just trying to make your ends meet, and also like, do I have like a somewhat of an idea that this guy is on the level and not just lying to get out trouble?
Insight.
I'll give you the guidance.
Go forward.
for that.
All
That's
right,
what I
let's
have.
do this. All right, so that's going to be. Oh, help! I'm gonna roll again then. Okay, that's going to be 21. The first roll was a 5.
21.
But the second one?
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, in either case, I don't think he poses any danger. He already threw the weapon. I'm gonna just take the weapon and ask him
Oh.
to empty his pockets and the shield, because we don't want you to come back and attack us later. And just you take. I'm not gonna take your money. Keep your money and run away from this place, and don't just take on a job from a rando like this.
Well, it's not every day that apparently they're trying to end the world here, so I'll try not to.
Yeah, look at the fine print. Ask them what this job is like actually about. Like rather than just there's nothing.
Yeah, it's
No one.
not the best idea to sign contracts without reading them.
Well, I didn't sign a contract necessarily, but I wanted to ask, but you gotta understand, this is a great deal that they offered. So we figured the more we press, uh, the more we become less pliable,
Mm.
the less likely they
So
might be to even offer it to us.
Mm.
listen, I'm fairly young and I probably don't know the world all that much. But one thing I know, if a deal sounds too good to be true, it is. Okay. So
Well, we figured there was some shady stuff, but I haven't figured the end of the world. Seems a bit much.
well, yeah, it seems a bit much to us too. Anyway, yeah, run off from this place and sorry, I guess these other people that were here, the other soldiers were possibly your friends. Um, so sorry that
Well,
I did not make it on the other side, but
the wizard was a prick, but it's a
you know
damn
what?
shame about
I
Steve.
honestly, the moment I saw his like face, I was like, you know, what, this guy gotta go. I had a feeling, a gut feeling
That's
about this
fair.
guy. You know, so I just,
He always had to stay in the middle of the group. He was a real and
it's a very weird,
he was a real dickhead about it too. It
you
wasn't like
know,
he was grateful or nothing. He was an asshole about it.
yeah. So that's the only guy I don't actually. This guy and that guy who turned into dragon are the only two guy I honestly don't feel bad about like ending. But everybody else is just a little part of me is like maybe they could have been salvaged. I don't know.
Well,
Um,
if you
What's your
don't
name, by the
mind,
way?
I'm gonna
Sorry, I didn't
scoop
catch you.
up my buddy Steve over here. I'm gonna scoop him up
Ah,
if you don't mind.
nah,
is
take Steve.
is Fior under half?
Fior.
Maybe mentally.
Fair.
Also, yeah, in the meantime, I'll go look up in the pockets for the beefcake and the wizard. I guess they're the only two. They're not like mercenaries from the look of it.
Oh yeah. I'll,
And can I check and see if 1A is indeed dead?
one at you deceased.
Okay, yeah. Definitely deceased.
He was pounded into the ground into a pancake until the blood that he spilt turned to steam. The
Jeez, I
boy's
thought I was
dead.
brutal.
Hammer has a mind of its own. Uh, so my plan was, depending on Fior's health, channel divinity, get him up to max, and then let number 2 have the rest. His or get him up to half, because that's the limit, and then use the rest on number 2 to half. Because I don't think really anyone else got hit much. So depending on how much
I don't
Fior
know if
takes,
Puzzle took any hit. I don't know. I don't think you took any hit,
I
Declan.
didn't take any.
I'm
Yeah, I
only
don't
down to
think.
half
Take it.
HP, so like,
Oh, are you
because
exactly at half?
about yeah.
Well, you can take whatever you need to get up to half, and then the rest goes into 2.
He only needs 4,
Okay. I get that per
but he will
short
take that
rest, so
gladly. That's fair.
that's at least something I can easily blow.
All right. So in the pockets of Monsieur Beefcake, you do not see anything that is like, shall we say, quest relevant. But I am trying to find a loot table of some kind so I can give you all something.
Oh, here you want one? Get it
7,000
soon.
gold.
Here.
20,000 gold.
5 dragon scales.
That loot table.
hmm. Let's see here.
The ring of
Here we
3 wishes.
go.
You shouldn't have. That's
Here.
too much. No, no, please don't.
Right, I put in the general chat.
A chain of god taming you shouldn't have.
Oh, that's cool.
You're too kind.
Dragon slaying, man, that seems on the nose for him to carry, but if you insist.
Nah, he is the dragon.
His biggest enemy was himself.
Hey, sometimes it'd be that way, you know?
Funnily enough, it does say scale of a dragon. It is kind of relevant.
I mean, also feel free to think about it. If you don't have to like
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
make a decision.
That later.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
that's
we
fair.
can do it later.
I was gonna. All right, so I had half expected a few of the. So basically, within the mine, there is still a bunch of ways to go that lead to more ruby, and we could go through all of these. And after that, though, I figured those would not be ignored immediately. That's all good. We can go through a few of the pathways that have yet to be explored, or the ones that were walked past, to see if any solutions could be found to find more ruby within the cave.
I think the first course of action for Orion though is to figure, because we went 4v5 and our friend Stormbringer went 1v5. So if we can kind of look and see what situation, if you can help him or like if he's okay, whatever. That
Yeah,
probably
maybe that might
is.
be a good idea. Check up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's top
Yeah,
of
we
mind for Orion right
doing.
now.
Make sure he's not dead.
Okay. So, you go search for a little while, and eventually you're, hello, friends, killed them, did ya? And it is
Well,
your familiar dragonborn.
most of them, a couple of them were hired mercenaries. We decided, well, we don't have to stoop down to their level and kind of question
Makes
the
sense.
fellow a little bit. And we got some information, but I don't think any more than he already knew. But at least it was good to know that, their movement is still in this place. I guess that's useful.
Well, one of their generals is indeed dead. That's very good. We want to kill as many of these as possible. Also, by the
Yeah.
way, this guy clean, as if nothing happened to him.
Okay. Um,
Because, hold on, let me see if I had him tell you anything that you need to know still.
I'll grab my charger.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know that. Well, I'll be heading off to go fight some of the other encampments. Perhaps maybe even the one that you found, but I could probably just take one on my own, one of the smaller ones that I might be able to find. At a later date, we could actually be able to destroy the encampment that your buddy there found when he was recruited.
yeah, no, well, I am. I have just the one question though. I saw earlier today you probably cast some divination magic to find the location of this enemies. Um, when we have a bit more downtime, could you tell me a bit more about how you did that?
Well, I would love to tell you. This one is not necessarily all me. And then he pulls out like a few like golden rods that he slammed into, or that are like they're similar to pythons that you slam into a wall to like climb on. And he goes, "You see these? If I hit them into a wall, then I can sort of not not necessarily see through them, but I can, to a degree, know if anybody is passing by them and how many. So these are what I
Okay,
use pretty much."
got it. Okay. Um, well, yeah, that's useful, I think.
Quite.
So how will we find you again, wherever you're going?
Oh, right. Grabs a bag on his back and like sort of rifles through, and he goes, ah, one of these will probably do. And he hands you like a small stone. Um, Once per day. Oh, let me grab mine. He grabs out another one that is almost the same looking, but yours is blue and his is red. Just like a small little stone with a swirl on top of it. And he goes, once per day, one of these could be used to talk to me. You simply activate it the same way you would any other artifact, and it will send a message right to this one.
Oh, no, that's useful. Okay, so just yeah, keep us. And is it like you send us one message and we send you one message, or like how does this work?
Once the message is sent, I can respond. But that will be it for the day, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that's still something. Yeah, I don't have any more questions, I guess. Anybody else?
No. Oh. That I could think of.
All right, I'm off to go liberate some folk from this planet. Bye bye. And he leaves.
Okay.
All right. That being said, there is still the few entrances as you leave through the cave once again. You're back in the room where you saw one entrance to the left, one in as you turn around. You see one to the left, one to the front, and then there was one entrance to the right that you had gone actually into to find your new draconic friend. And then there's to the left the hole in the ground.
I would send Peep through the hole on the ground to see if I can see anything before actually going down it. Ground, like
Alright.
lower level than where the lava is.
As Pip goes, does he have dark vision? I assume so, yeah?
Yeah, it's an owl form.
All right. So as Pip starts descending, he actually descends for quite a while. Remind me of the range of this?
So after 100 feet, I would not be able to see it through, but Peep can still act on their own. So if they see something, they can come back and inform back, but I won't be able to actively see it.
Right. So
So
he
Pip,
goes down for a little while.
basically, I'll tell Pip that go, but the moment you see any sign of danger, just come right back. You don't have to be brave or do anything reckless.
Okay.
Just see anything, come back and tell us what you have seen.
All right. So flap,
Never
flap,
comes back.
flap, 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 flap. Some time goes by. Flap, 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 and he comes back up and sits on your shoulder, and mentally regales you the tale of how he went down for a while into this little, just downward chasm. And for as far as he could see, there was absolutely nothing until he got down for roughly 120 feet, in which case he saw a deposit of a gemstone.
Okay, and his dark vision is about 120 feet as well. And is the
That's where
hole, how
it
big is?
ended.
Yeah. The hole is 120 feet big.
Deep, yeah.
Oh, then he could actually see it while within my range of telepathic communication because he can go down 50 and see 120 feet more, right? Um,
I mean, he could have gone down 100 and.
That's
yeah,
fair.
he could go down 100 and see 20 feet more too. So I could technically see through his eye and get vision of what it is. Although in a dark vision setting, I would not be able to tell the color of the gemstone because everything is grayscale.
Yep.
Um,
So it does.
yeah.
It ends, and then at the very bottom of where it ends, and it turns back into rock. There is an outpost of some kind of gemstone.
I mean, and how big is the hole? How what would be like the process of actually going down it?
It
If
is
you
like
wanted to.
7 feet wide, with a radius.
Okay, so I don't think we have enough rope to do this well. We have something down there. You gotta probably need to check out. What can I do?
See, we
And there is
could-
nothing.
I mean, how much does 50 feet? Or could we tie 2 and make it 100 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
I
that would
guess
get
I
us.
almost all the way there, and then you can even tie one more. Like, what? Nothing is stopping us tying 3 ropes instead of just 2. We're not limited to 2 ropes.
Nothing.
Um,
Literally nothing.
yeah, so we'll just tie 3 ropes and start making our way down. I mean,
I
not
think,
all of us. I think we do
yeah, I was
half
gonna
and
say
half. I guess.
either me or Puzzle probably need to stay up top. At least someone does, and then
Yeah.
2 people go down. It would be my
Yeah.
suggestion.
Anybody doesn't have dark vision to go in? We have torches. We can use torches too. But I'm just saying, like, don't want to disturb if anything is in there.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay, so I think Puzzle and I, Puzzle and I can stay up top. I mean, because
Sounds good.
figure
Yeah.
you and someone that's strong probably needs to go down there.
Yeah, I mean, not strong. Only have dex. I have -1 to strength. So if you're trying to
Yeah,
break
so we'll have
rocks,
a good. Yeah.
so I
think
can
that's
go there as
good
the
split.
protection, and someone with strength can go break rocks.
I'm good with anything, but that would be my suggestion. And then if we need something dexterous, you can handle it. If we need something strong, Fjord can
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
All right.
If
So the rope has been all attached to now present a 150-foot long rope. What do you do with it?
We first of all tie one end on like rock formations on above somewhere to make it not fall. There should be
Mhm.
enough to do that. And the other one, I would basically say probably Fiore goes first if he's around, because I know climbing rope would probably be athletics check over acrobatics, right?
For the sake of I'm calculating something. So, in order to tie the rope, would you just like to do it, or is there anything specific in the way that you're tying the rope?
Hopefully one of us would know how to tie like climbers things. So
Yeah, you can just
And
go
then-
for a normal tying.
my
Yeah,
thought
I would
was
say like tie across two
Pavel
things.
or I would watch it and make sure it's stable. One of us would, just to make sure nothing goes off the rails too hard.
Right. Somebody could roll me a either sleight of hand or pure dex check to
Not me.
See-
Somebody else do it.
I think
see just how specifically it's tied down.
Can someone help? I can probably try tying
yeah,
it.
you can get guidance from me.
I can give
Alright,
help
let's do
action.
it.
Check. So.
All right. So the first roll was a 2 and 2, so I'm gonna roll again with advantage. The second one is 17, so a total of 24. Sleight of hand.
Cool.
Or dex, they're the same. I don't have any modifier to it.
All right.
But I don't have proficiency on it.
Whomst would like to go down?
I think it's gonna be Fiore and myself.
If
And Pip is
you're okay
on
with
guard
it.
watch.
All right. Both of you, please roll me a. Let's make it an acrobatics to climb down the rope.
Nice. Acrobatics is. I'll be good, probably.
Guess it could be an athletics too. Either or.
Yeah, that is well, not the greatest. 13.
13, okay. And what's it for
Yeah.
Fiore?
Falls 120 feet.
I'm sorry. What
times
am I rolling
DD.
again?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine.
Mhm.
We pushed you down a hole.
That is a 13.
We have both 13.
13.
Let's
Cool.
go.
Hey, we're nothing
Alright.
if not consistent.
This is accurate. So, the both of you, upon ensuring that the rope will not go anywhere, you climb down the rope for a solidly long time until eventually you reach down 120 feet, and all you see is just this small tube that's 7 feet at the widest. That just keeps going down and down, almost eerily straight down. It almost. Jesus. It almost starts to remind you of something man-made, but it's definitely not. Just in the way that it's eerily similar as it goes down. But eventually, you do find your way to ground floor, and there is in front of you a deposit of gemstone.
Okay, so I think Fiore, all you. I'm gonna keep watch. You try to liberate these gemstones for our cause.
Okay. I will be right back, but for the sake of the
Really?
other two areas have like a lava fall, like a waterfall, and a crumbling bridge. Think about those challenges upcoming while I be right back.
Beautiful.
Sorry, so you need me to like smash out some of these gemstones, or?
Generally speaking, yes. Yeah,
I
I am.
think it'll be a mixture.
Alright, that's good.
On
Can't believe after
the-
all of that, I'm only on half health.
You can
You
take
you
pop
got
in a couple of.
pocket healers.
Rage just like saved me so much. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, that was delightful. For the two upcomings, the only thing I have really is create or destroy water for the lava. That could
You could
potentially be helpful.
Yeah, I have Ray of
If-
Frost that possibly could be helpful. I
was
also have
gonna
a
say-
floating disc that can hover over 10 feet with like an area, so you can basically use that to walk under. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, depends on what the disc is made out of or whatever. But also,
Plane of force. It's just a plane of force. It doesn't.
that sounds like it would work to me.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that would work well on the bridge if it can carry weight.
It can carry up to 500, but it doesn't. It doesn't carry if there is nothing underneath it. Like if the bridge is broken and it would fall to the ground, it wouldn't be able to cross a chasm with it. That actually said explicitly.
Depends on how broken the bridge is.
Yeah, possibly. Like you cannot use that to cross 10 feet deep peat.
Let's say, or if we can use that, I can also bless us for the next, or for something else. I have one more. But
Ooh, this is a fun one. As we are down there, as we are waiting for, like while Fiore is writing stuff, I'm gonna cast Skywrite from the hole and right above you, some writing on the wall. What is happening?
it's a devil. We must kill them. They've been possessed.
You cause up to 10 words to form in part of the sky you can see. The words appear to be made of cloud and remain in place.
That's how you should be taunting them.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down boo.
Ah,
Mhm.
they've been attacked. We must go. I just jumped down. That's
Our
Featherfall.
cleric
Oh no, I
dies.
don't have Featherfall. Oh,
I'm going to get Featherfall soon, but not yet. I just don't have enough slots. Problem with Featherfall is with Featherfall you can get overconfident and get into a situation where it's harder to get out of.
100%.
because
But also,
because
you
you're
don't
like, oh,
die by falling,
which is
very
good. Yeah, I don't hate it. But let's say in this whole, we had Featherfall. We're like, we have Featherfall. You can take damage. Jump in. No way to get out. You're just stuck in there.
You just jump off of everything if you have it.
Yeah.
That's how life works, right? Yeah, I don't.
So
personally have
so the
much left for
crumbled
the
bridge.
other
I
items.
don't.
We got rope.
Crumbled bridge. We got rope. We could just like make a tight rope to walk across.
I know how to do this. Puzzle can throw me. Tried and true. We don't have that cart anymore. We have a bunch of rope.
We have rope for days.
Yeah, I think create or destroy water is probably my only helpful thing other than bless that I have left. Unless we just take a nap inside here.
I'll cast Identify on the waterfall of lava and help the lava find itself and go on a journey of self-fulfillment. So it'll leave us alone. Like lava, you are seen. You are hard.
You're senior. I love it.
You don't have to be angry anymore.
Spiritual weapon to bash in the lava. Sometimes I forget we have a music bot, and I get really confused.
We all best to try to watch Eurovision at the same time.
Don't give the lava sentience. I was listening to everything, by the way. Hi, Tiny. Okay, so Fiore and I forgot. Orion are currently down in the hole. You could roll me an athletics to try and get the gemstone out.
Alright, helping out here. I'm gonna roll myself. Oh. If you're around, you can roll athletics, and I'm gonna basically help out with where to hit the hammer or the pickaxe too. And if you're saying something, you're muted.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You need. Oh yeah, you need me to smash.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Right though. Ooh. Oh, that's a 9 total.
Yeah, I was helping you if that helped.
What kind of help did you provide?
I mean, I'm gonna just like
Advantage.
look around, just guide you where to hit it because with my mathematical mind of a.
Okay. What does that add?
You just roll
Advantage.
again with disadvantage.
Okay.
Like you said,
Oh, that's much
disadvantage.
better. That is a 22.
There you go. Yeah, hit it here, Fiore, in this corner,
Eh. Ah,
and not on my hand. Stop it. What are you doing?
he's just smashing away.
7. All right, you all managed to gather 120 gold pieces worth of ruby from the, or that you now see as ruby from this outpost.
Nice.
All right. And then the other two challenges that are still available to you is to the left. You can see that there is a lava fall where there's a few rocks sticking out where the lava is passing by. And at the very top of the lava fall, there is another outpost of ruby. And the crumbling bridge, there's the bridge is across a little chasm that won't kill you if you fall off the bridge, but it's impossible to climb on the other side of the. You can't just like fall down and then climb on the other side. But there is a bridge that reaches across that in the middle is smashed, and there's a 20-foot at the closest a 20-foot reach that you have to get over, where there's no bridge.
20 feet. Okay. Okay. For the lava, can you talk about the lava one more time? What is happening there?
Pretty much like a waterfall, but instead it's lava, and then there's like rocks that are periodically sticking out through the lava, relatively far through. And then if you get all the way to the top, there's a place to stand, and then you can. There's Ruby outpost right there.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Where the lava fall is above that, do we have any kind of rock formation above it? Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm trying to do, and you can tell me like if this makes any sense. So the lava fall itself, lava has to come from somewhere a little bit farther away that's rolling into the fall itself, right?
Mhm.
If we can basically have Pip or something like fly the rope up, tie into something up there, we pull it, fall, drop the rock, stop the flow of lava, make the lava fall into a lava moat, and then we just climb up the rocks to grab our loot at that point.
Wait, you're trying to stop the flow of lava with what you said?
So basically, once we're gonna climb out of the hole at this point because we got our stuff, or is the lava right? So we have 150 feet long rope.
Yeah.
So if we can somehow get this rope to latch onto a piece of rock that is above the waterfall of lava, and basically a little bit farther behind, we tie something somehow, pull the rock, drop the rock, and stop the lava flow. That kind of kills the lava fall.
Well, there's no like loose rock sitting there. It's as the lava's flowing down. There's a few rocks
Mhm.
that are sticking
Yeah.
out.
I'm saying we're inside a cave system. I'm talking about the ceiling of the cave, where there might be
Yeah.
like rock that you can tie something to pull and drop it onto the lava stream itself. Not from the lava waterfall, like above the waterfall.
Yeah, but there's no like. You're presuming that there's like a loose rock hanging
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the
again,
ceiling.
if there is, we don't know. I'm just saying, if there is, it wouldn't be like a feasible thing to try.
Oh well, there isn't like anything that you could pull necessarily, but you could
Mhm.
potentially get a rope up there, but you would have to be careful as to
Mhm.
not burn it. That wouldn't
Right.
be super safe, but it would definitely aid in climbing up there. For the record, this lava
Yeah.
is not as dangerous as typical lava. Otherwise, you
Right.
can mess up and take some fire damage. It won't instantly incinerate you to death.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Um.
Where's the
And how?
vein in relation to the flow? Is it like behind the lava, I would assume?
It is like there's a little at the top. You can see that there is an entrance where the lava stream comes out of, and for a little while, the stream takes up the entire width of the borehole that is practically inside of the wall there. But then behind it, there's like a small outcropping where some walkable ground is, and that's where the outcropping of Ruby is. Basically, the way it's set up is kind of like a parkour thing that you can climb up, and then once you get to the top, a little further back, there is a small safe area where you can stand and mine.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, if it is like with the rope, like we'll have. Would it be possible to maybe? How far up do you have to go to get to this top of this firefall?
50.
50 feet. Okay, that's like one rope length, basically. Could
Pretty much.
we have the rope? Oh, we can't even tie up without getting up there because I don't think people can tie a rope uh, with the owl talons.
That'd be kind of hard.
And how
Basically,
many?
there's a bunch of things you could do to lower the DC for like an acrobatics check, for example.
Mhm.
Like, I always have guidance. Like, I could think of create or destroy water if lava could count as that. Wait, no, that's just create or destroy, not manipulate. But I could
Yeah,
throw
but like if you,
water at it
Yeah,
to
but you
try
could
to,
drop water on it.
yeah,
yeah,
How
slow it
much
down or
water?
something. 10
it's,
gallons of water, it says. So create or destroy water in an open container or create 30 cube rain or destroy 30 cubes of fog. Overpower plus 10 gallons. Yeah, so 10
so I
gallons of
think if
water.
what if we basically combined create and destroy water with ray of frost and tried to close off the opening as much as possible because when lava cools down, it becomes rock. So,
Hmm.
like combined action to make the flow a little bit less dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, you could use both destroy or create water. I mean, you could create water and shoot some ray of frost at a few of the steps to make them like slightly bigger for a little while to lower the DC.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And then plus bless or guidance, I can probably acrobatics wise probably be getting up. But again, once I'm up there, I don't know how good I'm going to be with. Actually, once I'm up there, I don't actually have a time rush. So I can take my time to eventually get the ruby out, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Technically speaking. So yeah, I can try. I have not taken any damage, but I also am a squishy wizard, so any damage might kill me. But whatever. It's
Yeah, what's the worst that could? You're probably fine.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I will, and also I will have Pip fly alongside. Just if possible, give me some upcoming help to know where to jump, how to jump by like have giving an aerial view, if possible.
sending in Pip or casting
Pip is
Ray of
not going
Frost
up.
as much as you can? Well, no, I
So
mean
yeah,
like with you.
Pip is gonna be like farther behind. Give me like a third-person bard view, bard eye view, literally, to let me know when to jump, where to jump, how long, how far to jump, um, things of that nature. Where's the opening? Yeah, and plus some ray of frost.
That would. EC has been adjusted. If there is anything else that the party would like to do to try and further stack your chances. Matter of fact,
I think that's literally everything I could possibly do. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll keep that to myself.
I can cast. I'm gonna
alright.
cast sleep on the waterfall.
Nothing
Um,
happens. Wouldn't you believe it?
I would not have done that, but yeah, just
Yeah, I know.
no. Okay, cool. So would having Pip there just lower the DC or give me actually advantage by calling out my jumps?
I'll have it further lower as well.
Okay, so no advantage, just lower the DC.
Mhm.
Okay. Acrobatic. How many acrobatics jumps I'm making? Or just one?
Roll me one.
Okay.
We'll see.
That is going to be a total of and 15 unless I have guidance.
you do.
Oh, okay.
So we talked about throwing
Yeah,
guidance
so
and
that's
then
gonna be
getting the
18 acrobatics.
All right. For the first part of this little lava fall, there is the first two obstacles, and as you latch onto sort of the stone that is protruding from the lava, it is actually quite hot. So the second you jump on, you immediately want to jump onto the next one, which if you do, you grab the sides of them and you dig your nails into the actual ground itself to clutch on for dear life. Roll me another one.
Okay, all right, let's do this. That is gonna be 22. And if I have guidance,
You do not. It's only a
then I
one-time
don't.
use thing
Okay,
that requires
so 20.
touch.
Okay, then 22.
You dunk in lava and die. No,
Got it.
you leapfrog up to a little ledge that was quite a bit further away than the previous one, and one of your arms just kind of manages to grab on, and then your nails dig into it again as you like almost fall off, with the rest of your body almost touching the lava fall that is right there. You have to sort of hold yourself away with just like upper body adrenaline and sheer like prayer. You manage to hold on to this one, and you bound your legs off of this one as well to make yourself up to an even higher position. And now you can see the little safe passage that you have to jump onto in order to get to the ruby. So please, another one.
Man, that I rolled a 17 and that's this much struggle. I don't know. What are my chances of? Okay, last roll. Come on, die. You've been doing well. Okay, 16 total. I rolled 11 on that one.
All right. You kind of hold yourself up as much as you can, get your legs in position, and see the area that you have to jump to, and jump. Get close. It gets closer, 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 and both your legs are now firmly atop soft, well, not soft, but hard ground as you have leapt all the way there. You see the ruby.
Okay. Okay, so again, this is gonna take some time because I'm not super good at hitting rocks with what is the word? Pickaxes, but I guess I'll take my time to uh, gauge the weak points if I can, and then try to get the ruby out.
Yeah, you can do. You can rely on pure dexterity, pure athletics, or just like a pure intelligence check.
I guess I could do dexterity or intelligence. They're both good stats for me. If one of them is like, if I feel like it's gonna be make life easier a little bit, I could. Or they're basically the same DC, whichever
They're
I do.
pretty much dissimilar.
Okay, in that case, I'll do Dex. And that is going to be a 7. So that's just. I'm glad it's now and not when I'm jumping into lava.
Oh,
And all
7.
that.
Eee. All right. So you knock. I will roll as well. Oh, that is disappointing. Okay, so that is 30, 50, 80. 110 gold piece worth of ruby.
That's
Damage.
not nothing. Okay, that's something.
It could have been
10.
so much more. With the stellar, the DC was 9, by the way. It got adjusted down to 9.
That's a shame. 170 gold.
Well,
And like
the
the
DC
rest of.
for jumping across the lava, I mean,
Okay, gotcha.
and then
Okay,
every
so
successful one added like a modifier of of just
mm,
pure extra gold every time, and then how well
okay.
you chunk into the technically gathering the material only counts as one extra failure or lost or failure or
Mhm.
succeed.
Okay.
But I just rolled really poorly.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so now I think going back, would I be able to basically use ropes or something to make going back easier a little bit now?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You expertly, with your new knowledge gained from ascending, you now know a proper way to descend without turning into
Yeah.
dust.
Orion has now gotten a taste for the fine art of rock climbing and gives up the life of adventuring to become a full-time pro climber.
Yeah. Well, you were very successful at it, considering the high stakes that you were facing.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think I mean 9 would have been very possible with my +5, generally speaking, with the first one. But when you describe what I got on a 22, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done for 22. I just barely made it. Good lord.
Yeah, I was just randomly describing. You were fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, I come back and I'm assuming I basically took the bag of holding ruby and just put everything in
Yes.
there. Came back down. Okay, cool. Last one, broken bridge. All right, puzzle. Throw Declan across.
You got lucky.
We're
Oh my gosh.
I've been forgetting to roll for traps, but you're lucky.
all right. We have done all the clever stuff we are gonna do this session. Throw Declan now.
Tie a rope
Nice.
onto me. Throw me. I'm a ping
Right.
pong ball. Or
So once again, you filter back into this room where the bridge, at its closest, drops out for roughly 20 feet onto a ground that is probably survivable should you fall. But there is a chasm on the other side that prevents you from simply climbing up the other side of the chasm.
have a
20 feet
hook.
throw.
Just make a grappling hook with a rope. I don't have a hook.
With what would you like to do that?
Wait, do you have any more use of the spiritual weapon?
No.
Ah, okay. That would have been. We don't have any more of those. Did we manage to pick up any of the javelins back from the people we killed?
Yeah, you can get them.
Yeah, so you probably use a javelin, tie a rope to it, try to throw the javelin onto like a rock formation on the other
Oh
side
yeah,
to
I
see
forgot
who
to pick
can.
up mine.
I mean, we could maybe retcon and say we would have because we are pretty. What's the word?
Screwed.
Poor adventurers. So thrifty. We'll probably have picked up our weaponry after we're done battling.
Mhm.
I mean, we did search through the body of the wizard who basically took the brunt of the javelin throws.
It is assumed that unless the character in which the spear is embedded falls off like a cliff or something, it's easy enough to grab them back.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
Could we have your owl scout out with the top the cliff?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have Pip basically look for like a spot where we think the javelin can take purchase and be embedded pretty well, so that we have a better chance of being able to
think-
stick it. So that we have a.
I think even better than that, because even if the javelin gets into the rock by like sheer force of will, it's not going to get stuck. At least not from what I know about rock.
Maybe
It's basically we're trying to not
We-
stick it to the rock. We're trying to stick it on, throw it onto like a rubble of rock and put it in a hole so that it gets jammed in. Right?
The
If it
end,
passes through and then gets stuck,
say the end of the rope shouldn't be so heavy that your owl can carry it up there and then kind of fly around one of the rocks, and then we could grab the other end, like two of us who are really strong, like me and Fiora, while one of you lighter boys climb up there, and you can tie it up. That makes sense.
That could work too. I don't know. I don't know if owl can actually fly with a 50-foot rope.
I can try to use whatever strength I have.
Like the
Yeah.
owl has a strength of 3 with a modifier of -4. It's a tiny beast, so I think the rope weighs like 3 times its weight.
I imagine that
Like
would be
50
too heavy for it. Yeah, because this is like thick, robust rope, not like just a.
Yeah, it's a 50-foot rope, and it easily weighs like 4 times the body weight of the owl.
Imagine that'd be a bit difficult.
Fair. I guess what I imagine as like you can have a 50-pound chain, but if you just hold up one end of the chain, you're not really holding the entire weight. Kind of the same with
Yeah,
you.
I'm
But
not
as you-
using the
as it-
entire weight of it.
Yeah, but
Okay,
as it's
fair.
flying farther and farther, it becomes heavier and heavier.
That is true.
Yeah,
Could
as
we
much
like
as it'll
tie
be
the
like
javelin in like horizontally and just see if there's two rocks that we can try to put it between or something? The owl can scout out that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you can pass it through some sort of hole and the javelin kind of turns, kind of becomes like a makeshift hook.
Okay. Yeah, all right. You could roll an investigation through Pip with his eyes
But
to see if
Alright.
there is any such gift
Mhm.
from God.
You know what? This is
Guidance.
my days. That's gonna be my days. This is gonna be my days. Nat 20. Calling it right now. It's gonna happen. Well, it's a strong 12 for a total of 18. It's a strong 12, by the way. So I don't know if
I
you're,
don't
if
know
you're
about
taking that into.
that.
I don't know if you're taking the strong 12 into consideration.
yeah, he did.
Mhm,
He did say it was
mhm.
strong.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's.
That is fair.
If you're
Did
think,
say that it was strong.
yeah, if you think if it's just a regular 12, that's where you're mistaken, sir. This is a strong
Mm.
12.
Mm.
Yeah.
Given the strength of this 12, it would be a diabolically difficult move to pull off. Put it that way. In an effort to
Wow.
throw the javelin in such a way that it passes like in between two rocks, twists, and then pulls back to a hook. That would be an exceptionally difficult maneuver.
I mean, it would be, but like Puzzle is gonna roll the 20 right now. If I don't know if you have thought of that.
Even with a
Bro.
20, it would depend on the total.
The, just to be, so the cliff is only 20 feet tall, right?
That's the amount of bridge that is
Missing.
gone. Yeah, they're on either side. It's basically like if you carved out a circle out of the ground and then spun a bridge across it. There's 20 feet of the bridge missing, like right in the middle.
Oh,
Underneath the bridge is a chasm at the far end, so you can fall and be fine, but in front of you there's a chasm, so you can't just like walk across and then climb up.
But the
got
bridge
it.
still has rope, right? Like
You
there's
can't
no
long
wood, but
jump
there's still.
20 feet.
Said what? 20 feet?
You can't long jump 20 feet.
Sure you can. You can try.
Yeah, I have
think it's
-1 to
close for
strength.
me.
I'm not doing none of that.
I'm pretty sure there's a actual like calculator for that. Let me look it up real quick.
It is.
Yeah, if you basically you
Has
you
something
can
to do
cover a
with
number of
movement.
feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet. Okay, so if no one has a like a 20 on their strength, you're not gonna guaranteed to be making it, but you can make a
Oh,
athletics check.
my long jump is 18.
Yeah,
Close.
I mean, I feel like we
you
tie
jump.
some rope to you, give you,
Yeah,
you
you
know, some buff.
you jump and Pip gives you a push while you're in midair. Okay, this is
Absolutely.
well, this is just 2 extra feet. Like you just need to basically get the aerodynamics right. Okay, so um,
Mm.
You know what?
What's
I
the
think
word? It's
this
not
is
like you're gonna slip going into it or something, right?
yeah. I think this is a foolproof plan. I feel like I think I can't see any way.
There's no way to fail.
Absolutely.
But I would like to make sure that she is
That we don't fail. You
tied.
know? There's no way to fail, but we'd like to make sure that you don't.
Tied a rope to her waist, because
Yeah.
she does have to make it back on her own
That's true. That's true.
to some degree. We could, in theory, yoink her up, maybe, but that's still a large theory.
All right. Well, that's our best plan. Then I'm down.
If you got other ones, I'm all ears. I certainly do not.
Okay, so the other question I was asking, the bridge itself is missing wood planks, you said, right? But it does have the ropes
No,
still
this
attached
one's
or
made
not?
of stone, or this one is made of metal. I mean,
Oh, so there is nothing like attaching them either side of it in rope or something.
no, it is relatively like thin build.
So it's like
There's no like
basically just
massive
empty.
supporting structures.
Oh yeah, so just empty space in between. And how big is the fall from there? If it were to miss the jump,
That's a great question. Hold on.
Well,
let's
ideally we
calculate.
have rope for at least the way over, and if probably the way back, all you'd have to do is throw it back for 20 feet. So hopefully we
So
can catch her.
how big is the drop? If we again the
Call it 50.
50. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna give you a slack of 40 feet tied on this end so that you can jump and not be pulled back by the rope. Once you make it on the other side, you're gonna make the slack longer so that you can do whatever you need to do. And then you're gonna tie it again at 40 and when you jump back. So you never actually hit the ground. Let's just say that.
Sounds good to me.
Foolproof.
Yeah, we just have to be able to hold on.
We have Fiore, we're gonna tie it against a rock and the three of us are gonna hold it.
Wait, let's just tie it to Fury.
We can lose both of them.
That seems smart, right?
Christ.
No, we're gonna tie it against like a part of the bridge that is actually solid, so that you don't dangle too far back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we're gonna also hold on to it. Alright.
Okay.
Net 20 coming right up. Let's go.
Let's have you roll a athletics to yeet yourself across this 20-foot gap.
All
Yeah,
right.
take a running start. Take a 20-foot running start.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember that Pip is gonna do an air push as you're in mid-air to give you the extra 2 feet.
Wow, thank you, Pip. So in total, it's a 24. I rolled pretty well.
24.
All right. So with all this talk of ropes and pips and whatever, Paulson just takes a long wind up, starts to go and jumps across the 20-foot gap and lands squarely like 10 feet past where the bridge would start.
Fury
As
just
in like
laughing.
10%, 10 feet extra.
Lovely. All right. It's Pip looked very smug as like it was that pushed it over.
All right, now that you're on the other side, you can see that there, on this side, there is the beginnings of sort of a digging effort, and right there you see an outpost or an outcropping of ruby.
All right. Just smack at it with a pickaxe.
Unfortunately, you don't have the bag. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Roll me a. Roll me. You can either do an an athletics to just like beat it out. You could do a dexterity to try and find motor control, or an intelligence to try and figure out where is the best place to hit.
Do athletics. That's what I'm best at.
Go for it.
That's going to be a 19 in total.
Okay, so this. And roll. another 110.
110.
Gold pieces worth a ruby. That's the third 110 now. That's kind of
Let's go.
580 gold total.
Nothing if not consistent.
all right.
Just check
Now-
around, make sure that's all of it.
It sure is.
All right.
Now you have a rope tied around you for slack, or well, enough. You temporarily untied yourself and then retied yourself, and now you have 40 feet of slack, and a chasm.
Well, assuming I can just run across it and jump again. That'll be easy.
It's right behind you. You know?
Especially with
right
Pip.
there.
Back.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
wait.
always had the rope on this side.
Oh.
We always had the rope on this side.
Oh, we'll give her.
Should put Pip on my head and I'll just hold on to him. Like in chickens with Minecraft. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Logic checks out.
All right. Here,
I mean,
Did I roll a
literally
four?
can't fail, you know? It's just cannot.
Mhm.
I feel like that's just
Waiting for a nat one.
Here we go.
We hyped it up too much.
Oh god.
Yes. Oh God! Why did I say that?
You cursed me. How dare you?
all right, all right.
Boy,
All right, we
howdy.
prepared for this. We prepared for this.
No, we didn't.
We
You know
start
what?
pulling. We start pulling. We pull in immediately.
Considering there is such a giant amount of like you have it tied around the rock, there's 3 people holding it. Instead of that, as she falls and the rope immediately goes taut, I want to see the internal strength of a rope if it will simply snap under this weight.
I was told this rope is literally the best rope in the continent. I don't know. I don't know if I was like falsely
Can the
advertised
rope
too.
make a contract? Can I give the rope
Yeah,
It's
advantage on its contract?
This is rope made from the finest of fibers.
How much?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Oh,
The
fine.
rope from the
All right.
Only the most
As-
alpha fibers.
Yeah, it was made straight from the hair of the gods themselves. Now, as you fall down, and you fall for a little while before immediately the rope around your waist just like almost kills you as the entire thing goes taut. But it appears you've not been lied to, and the rope is indeed the best in the business. As it holds up, it unwinds a little bit, but it does hold up. However, you take a point of damage just from constriction purposes.
Okay.
But your allies are strong enough to eventually pull you up, and all of you have collected from this part of the mine. Have collected as much ruby as there is to find. Well done.
Let's go.
All right,
Lord.
and that will be the end of today's session. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I definitely
Did
did.
we level today?
thank you, babe.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go.
Feet times. I'm
Level
glad
4,
I
baby.
asked.
Level 4.
Somebody's getting
What?
fey touched.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta move.
Oh yeah, we get a
That's-
feeder. Deck.
Yeah, ASI or feet. Yep.
Oh,
I rolled like a literal god on my stats, so I'm only going to be taking feats for everything.
Yeah, I've never had an ASI ever.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
I
going.
almost.
Germany's picking their Eurovision entry today, so yeah, I'm putting money on Feuerstein, so
Well, good luck. Hope you win
Right.
it back.
Good luck with that.
yeah.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the session. It was
Alright.
a lot of fun.
Thank you kindly. Next week.
Catch you then.